What up, y'all? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today we will be ranking the NBA's best franchises. Not from the past, not historically. We are going to look into the near future over the next 5 years. Now, this can mean a couple things. This can mean, obviously, the talent that you currently got on your roster, the young players that you have that may be at the end of your bench or draft picks. It could be future draft capital that you have. I'm assuming Oklahoma City and Houston to be high because of that. It could be because of your coaching staff. It could be because you got a competent front office. We know there's just some front offices that they just not going to ever get it done. Right, Jay?
Stop it.
And then, and also it could be because of location, proximity. We know teams in LA tend to, be able to attract free agents. We know Golden State tends to be able to attract free agents. So it could be because of that. But we will all put that all in a pot, stir it all up, and we'll come up with the top 30 teams that we believe will have the most success in the near future. Fellas, how does this sound to y'all? Oh, and by the way, the show is brought to you by Splashsports as well.
Shout out Splashsports.
Let's do it. Can we start the conversation with Mars? I believe your man is here. You was looking for him yesterday. Well, here you go, right here. So,
who was I looking for?
The big fella. You was looking for him yesterday. Here he is. Right here.
Mars too late now. I'm talking about anything that I needed help for now.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Well, I am telling me the past week.
I am also a franchise expert, Mars. So I got you on this one too.
I can back myself in these conversations.
And Mars, good help was hard to find, huh?
We'll see.
I was in the comments, Mars. I was trying to.
No, in the first 20 minutes, I was looking for you. I was scrolling. Where's Big Ox Media? I need to know what to say, and you weren't there. So I had to stay quiet.
I got your back, bro.
You know what this sound like to me, Ron? Mars might be a fraud. Mars, are you AI?
Oh shit!
I'm not AI, but being a fraud that's possible. I'm not AI.
No, but chill. Once Mars really tap into the W, I think that's gonna expand. I told y'all this before, live right here. I told you, Mars. I've told y'all once Mars taps into the WNBA, that's gonna gain so much more WNBA fans. You know what I'm saying? So Mars, the W is just waiting on you, brother. Come over to the good side where we playing good hoops.
I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
Trenchy in the house. Who the Trench?
What up, Drench?
What's good, Josh?
What's new camera, new angle, same drip. I see your boy.
It ain't really a new camera, I'm been having shit, but I just moved it to the side. That's all.
Oh, so you got a bunch of different cameras at a bunch of different angles.
Yeah, man.
I know a guy like that, but instead of cameras, he has screens. He has screens all around his setup. But all right, fellas, let's go ahead and get into it. The top franchises over the next 5 years. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, it's obvious. There's the obvious.
Who's the obvious?
Well, first of all, Ox, before you say the obvious, like, what makes you one of the best franchises in the league moving forward? Not right now.
For the next 5 years, right?
Yeah. What makes you one of the best franchises? What do I have to have in order to be that?
The next 5 years. So that means you got to already have a good squad. You already got to have a good squad right now. You got to have some depth already, some young stars. Okay. You know what I mean? And I mean, who fits that criteria more than obviously the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder?
Okay, so that's
why you do that, Jay?
I thought you were gonna say the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic is the blueprint for what you think about the future to be.
Yeah, but I mean the Thunder they just won a ship. I mean, I think a lot of people probably got them on the on the radar to repeat. I mean, Shea. There's no reason to not pick them to repeat. I mean, I'm sure all six of us up here can come up with reasons why they won't. We can look at the history. It's been yada yada this many champions, so repeats aren't really happening. We could go with that. But then last year we were also up here, except for you, Mars, was saying, "Oh, this team is too young. They're inexperienced. There's no way they can do it." So that just flips that whole script on us now. So it's like, nah, we gotta look at them and just keep it real. Like they should be the favorites coming into next season. They're probably not my favorite, but they should be though.
Jay, you think the Orlando Magic will put together better than what better than what Oklahoma City got going on moving forward?
Right, but moving forward, when I think about
moving forward,
I think about moving forward, I think about cap space. Right, I think about how they're going to keep these guys together, how they're going to pay all these guys. and I think about what the roster construction looks like when they have to move certain pieces. Versus the Orlando Magic have talent, right? When you talk about depth, the Orlando Magic have depth. When you talk about guys that are just pure talent like Pablo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and I'm personally high on Wendell Carter Jr. I know probably nobody else up here is as high as I am on Wendell Carter Jr. But I love Wendell Carter Jr. I think I think he's talented.
Never heard that statement on this channel.
Well, you just heard it right now. Now you heard it. I love Wendell Carter Jr. I do. I like everything about him. But when you look at the depth, when you look at the talent, and you look at the piece that they have to move if necessary, right? You see, they just went out and got Desmond Bane, and they gave up Cole Anthony and who else they gave up? Jonathan. Who else did they give up for Desmond Bane? KCP. But they have the pieces to move to get win now, right now players and still be strong for the future and develop the talent that they have where they're drafting guys like Anthony Black and et cetera, et cetera. So I look at the Magic as a top 3 team in the next 3 years. Top 3 team in the conference.
Also, no, so okay, I can get with the top 3, top 5, but we was talking about the top right now.
He said the next 5 years.
That's what we did. We still recognizing what the.
I just want to say this. So Jay said the next 5 years. Let's say OKC's the best team for the next 2 years, and Orlando's the best team for year 4 and 5.
We got the Spurs, bro. Got the Spurs, bro. Spurs.
They gotta figure out that Wemby problem.
What Wemby problem?
That the nigga is 7'4" and shoots 9.
Him existing.
Yeah, and
that's
for
a problem. That's not a Spurs problem. That's a problem for everybody.
Oh no, that's a problem for the league. No.
That's a problem for Wemby. That's a problem for Wemby, guys. If you're doing 9 threes, if you're shooting 9 threes a game, and then you're giving me 35% from the field, and you cause so much attention on the inside, there's no reason that you're not getting the ball down low more times.
Well, we can fix that though. That's not something that's a big problem though. That's something that we can fix. That's not just who he is all the way around, and then that's just who he's going to be for the next 5 to 10 years, barring any health issues. No, we can fix that. We can change the offense. We can make his game more conducive to what's going on today. We can make him more effective around the basket. 100% we can do that.
That doesn't look like what they're doing, because in year 1 he shot 6. He shot 6 threes versus. My fault, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Well, while you're looking for that, Jay, I just want to say something. I think we all
and Jay, check the private chat too. Oh yeah,
I'm fixing that right now.
Yeah. So I think we should all just look at it this way too. I think something that's going on that we're not realizing is the physicality that Wemby has to deal with, being that tall, being that young. On that court, the only thing you can really do at Wemby is hitting. You know what I'm saying? And it might not look like it, but they're definitely trying to use the physicality when he's coming downhill or when he's in the paint. I'm not saying that he's afraid of the contact, but I do think that as he's getting stronger, getting bigger, gaining weight, I think a lot of that's going to change. I think he's going to be more willing to go in there on the run, getting downhill, banging with folks. I think we got to also understand he's a pup. So he's getting hit down there. It may not look that way, but I can guarantee you that's the only way you can stop him down there, right? So that's a lot of that's happening that we're not seeing. So I think that in the next 5 years, Wemby is definitely going to be coming through the lane like Giannis start doing, and
I hope so.
A lot more often.
Here's the difference.
It's only right, bro. I think he still might be shooting the ball. Definitely. I don't think he's going to stop doing that. But as he puts on 20 pounds, 25, 30 pounds, gets stronger with age. We all got stronger from 19 to 24.
Sure.
I know I got 3 times stronger. He's going to be coming down here punishing dudes. That's
right.
Gonna be happening. He's gonna
kill it. That's fair, Ox.
Right quick, Chill. After you, Chill, Jordan, I want you to chime in. Go ahead, Chill.
Ox, that's a fair statement, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to go away from what we're talking about here. We're talking about what these franchises look like over the next 5 years. Wemby, absolutely, Ox, right? Mm-hmm. Wemby, absolutely, I believe, is going to be a staple. But we've seen teams basically get wrapped up in that one guy, and they're just basically jumping on that one guy's back. They don't really do anything moving forward to build around that guy. Now, has San Antonio, in your estimation, been better at building around guys in the past? I don't mean with Duncan. I don't mean with Ginobili. I'm talking about like recently. Have they been?
I mean, they already showed us. They already showed us. Shit. They went and got Wemby. They came and stole Foxy from us. I mean, that was robbery.
They did do that.
They came and snatched Foxy from us. They drafted they just had the rookie of the year. They're obviously building. Stephon Castle was the rookie of the year. They just got the number 2 draft pick. They got Harper. Chill. They've done nothing but do what you just asked.
Don't forget you got to mention Carter Bryant.
So
Carter Bryant,
with that
I mean, we'll see.
which
We'll
who I love him, by the way.
He ain't gonna get you for that. Just letting you know.
love him, by the way.
He can't give me for something that ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? I think the young fella got potential based on what we've seen.
Love
but
him.
let's hold on. Let's check that out. Let's talk even with Harper too. But we know who Foxy is. I think Mars is the lowest up here on Fox, and I still think he thinks that was a good move. You know what I'm saying? So they got Foxy. Stephon Castle already showed he could ball. They're building around him. And they went and got Dylan Harper, regardless if they, that might have just fell in their lap. They still got him. So they're building around him without a doubt. They're showing.
So is it fair to say that what Oklahoma City did, they got lucky in terms of health because they got Chet back, right? They ended up getting Hartenstein back. San Antonio was unlucky because Wemby ended up getting hurt, and then Foxy ended up getting hurt. If these guys stay healthy,
I don't think the health played a factor in the Spurs this year. It's not. That didn't have nothing to do with what they was gonna do. Regardless, to me, this year they was still one of the worst teams in the league, like with Wemby. So I don't think the health played a factor in that.
So they're just not there yet, is what you're saying.
I mean, in the next 5 years, they should be there. Also, I also want to say they don't have to be the best team in the next 5 years, right? We talking about the top 5 teams of the next 5 years, right? So they don't have to be the best team, but I can definitely see them being a top 5 team. For me, my team that I'm picking, and I think it's going over people's nose, is the Phoenix Suns. Like Devin Booker is going right into his prime. I feel like you got pieces. I'm not that high on Jalen Green, but I still feel like he can be a viable piece. They're building something special with the culture. I think they're going to. I'm one of them coaches that believe in less is more. A lot of times, like we don't need star-studded talent all over the roster. Sometimes you just need a balance, and I feel like this is the balance that Devin Booker is going to get. They still got to upgrade at the point guard position. I do think that they need to do that, but that's going to come with, that's going to come with more and more.
That guy's in the draft too, by the way, Drinchy. That guy in that point guard, he's in the draft.
Exactly.
He's in the
exactly.
draft.
Unfortunately, they don't own their picks, so.
I mean, but they can always
they
can always get something because Jalen Green look like he looked like he the pick man right there, boy. But anyways, I just feel like that team like that, and they're so easy to plug and play. Whether I don't think you need to add 2 stars, but if they need to add one missing piece, if Devin Booker go right into his prime and be that shooting guard that we thought he could be and compete, not saying that he can be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but he can compete up there with them type of stars like Anthony Edwards, Shai, and all of them type of guys.
We've seen it before.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Let's not act like we ain't seen D-Book do what D-Book can do.
Yeah.
But
hey, Jordan, how high are you on Malua?
I wasn't high on him at all, bro. I've been watching
okay.
film. When I was in Bulgaria, I was watching crazy film. Like I watched pretty much all his possessions at Duke. Bruh, he just don't stuff the stat sheet. He still don't rebound well, but as far as him defending, he can switch out on anybody and sit down and guard. He can he doesn't have to block the shot, but he'll deter the shot. Y'all know that's a thing, the rim deterrence. He does that so well. Like I don't think he gets that credit enough. As far as the offensive game, I still don't see what the hell they see because they saw him shooting at Clutch Sports media day, whatever the hell it is, and they think he can shoot it. I don't see that, but I feel like if he can find out how to go into that short roll and get a little push shot or a little floater or something like that, I think they're gonna be solid. That was a really good piece for them. Like, and they still got Robert Williams, right? They got Robert Williams?
Yes, they do.
No, they got
Mark Williams. They got Mark Williams too.
Mark Williams.
So it's like they building a team around Devin Booker to service him. And Devin Booker's not a bad defender either, in my opinion. I don't think he's a bad defender. So you're building a team around him that can service what he can do and turn him into a real number 1 option. And sometimes guys get put in position where they feel like they need help early. Like I think Devin Booker is young enough to where he don't need a mega star on the side of him. I feel like give him his chance to show. Maybe we can get him somebody closer to J-Dub, like Shai got J-Dub. Maybe we can get somebody closer to him, next to him. We don't need a Kevin Durant. We don't need this guy. No.
I think the problem
is Devin Booker time, I think, right here.
The problem with that, though, Drinchy, is we need our draft picks because we got a lot of young guys on this crew, right? With the exception of Devin Booker, the guys that we got on this crew. Not that many
young guys.
Yeah, well, we got, in terms of the core guys, I mean, Mark Williams, this kid Malowach.
He's going to his third year for Mark Williams, right?
Dylan Brooks is in what, year 6?
He's going into, I think.
Is that where we are? Dylan Brooks. I think he's in
Dylan
year
Brooks
6.
gotta be.
Year
He gotta be
Dylan
older
Brooks
than
gotta be
that.
like year 8.
Dylan Brooks been around for a while. Dylan Brooks
He gotta be like year 8.
Him and
Jalen
Devin Booker
Green's
got.
going
They
into
they
year
around the
5,
same
right?
I
age.
feel like he's a lot. I know he was at Oregon for like 3 years. But with that being said, if they building something in Phoenix, and we talking about moving forward, if they building something in Phoenix, it's pretty difficult to build something when I don't have draft picks. Like I got lucky with KD to get these young kids. Well, I already got young kids on my crew. I'm not trading.
Chill, they got
young kids
pieces.
to get-
I don't think they
Here's the
necessarily
thing, though.
need draft picks. They got pieces.
Okay, but what I'm not going to do, Drench, is I'm not going to trade my young guys for more young guys. No, that's why I got young guys.
That's what I said. I don't think they have
Grayson Allen can get a first round pick.
You said
It's
who?
not gonna be a
Grayson
good
could
one.
go for a
but-
one.
Oh, Grayson Allen.
Grayson
Yeah.
Allen can get you a first round pick.
But-
It just
and
won't be
I'm-
a good one. It'll be a
One for
contender
Grayson
giving you a
Allen.
late first round. But
And Mars, what if they want to keep Grayson Allen? What if Grayson Allen shoots 42 from 3 this year or something like that, and he up his scoring to
that's
15?
likely. It's just I agree. I agree
15
that
to 17 a game
they
for
have
Grayson.
good upside. I think people are all doom and gloom on the Suns. I don't think they're going to be terrible for the next 5 years. I don't agree they're
I don't
going to be
think so,
top
neither.
5 though. I think that's a stretch. But I do think their future is brighter than people give it credit. But top 5, I do think is a reach. But
I just think about the draft.
I just see one of them. I just see one of them teams, man. They're just so well rounded, and I feel like this is the time for Devin Booker to thrive. Like, and Jalen Green at the same time. It's a fresh start for him. I think Devin Booker can really up what Devin Booker can do. We can see Devin Booker go from 24 in that 24 to 30 a game mark. Like you might see that from D-Book. And he's a good playmaker. Let's say we get 20 again from Jalen Green, more efficiently. If so,
Did the lights go out?
That's the Laker media cartel right there.
Yo, Drench. All right, it looked like he has left the building. But Mars, is there a team you'd like to touch on? But before we get into the rankings, is it somebody that we've missed or somebody that you just like really high on?
the Timberwolves.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
I think when people hear 5 years, they look too far into the future. It's probably going to be some of the teams that are good right now. Like I think Denver's still going to be good in 5 years. I think the Timberwolves are still going to be good in 5 years. I think the Knicks are probably still going to be good in 5 years. I think Boston is still going to be good in 5 years. Like I think there's a lot of the teams that are already good right now. Detroit, I think, will be good in 5 years. But the Timberwolves, I guess, would be the one I'd go to. But even like a rogue one, like, oh my God, the Raptors. I think the Raptors will be good in 5 years.
Yeah.
What about Toronto is attracting you? I know how Penn feels about Scotty Barnes, and I can appreciate that, right? You know how Penn can go 20, 30 minutes just talking about Scotty Barnes alone. I still think that they haven't shored up their 5 spot. But the fact that they bagged Brandon Ingram, who has shown a history of injury, that toe thing has been an issue over the last couple of years. And he is getting a little older. He's been in the league since 18 now? And I don't know how much better. Yes, how long is it? Was it 18 or 17? Okay, so
2016.
I thought it was 15. I'm sorry. So, I mean, that toe injury, that concerns me with a guy like him. And they still haven't shored up their 5 spot over the last couple of years. I'm still concerned with that. So what about Toronto, Mars, is really attracting you to them to say that this team is going to be good? Because I still think that the point guard spot, I don't know how much longer they're going to hold. I mean, they just extended Quigley. What are you looking for when you look at Quigley? Because I'm thinking about an 18, like the 20 a game guy. I mean, can he be that good? I don't know. I think I'm asking a lot for him to be 18 to 20. And y'all already out. The majority of y'all up here, y'all already out on RJ Barrett. I love RJ Barrett, but the majority of y'all are out on him.
Yeah, I would trade RJ. That would be one of my first things on the agenda. I'm looking for Emmanuel quickly to get back to the defense he was playing in New York. The offense is cool. He can shoot the ball. He can make floaters. I'm cool with the offense. He's not going to be my focal point. Just defensively, I'm looking for him to get back to that level of defense around, was it 2023, where I was really high on Emmanuel Quigley's defense? That year.
It was 2023 he was with the Knicks.
So I'm looking him to get back to that. Scotty Barnes, I'm looking for him to keep ascending as an overall offensive player. I don't see the heights that obviously Penn sees, but I do think he's a really good utility guy who can do a little bit of everything. And then if he can develop that self-creation, I think you have a perennial all-star, all-NBA caliber guy. Brandon Ingram is someone I'm really high on. I've been high on Brandon Ingram for years. I think he's just a really good scorer, really good passer, really good offensive player. Health is obviously the question mark. But if I'm trying to be optimistic, I'm projecting health for 5 years. Obviously, that's the point of why I brought up the Raptors. And then they have young guys who I'm intrigued by. Colin Murray Boyles is a young player who I think offers a lot in terms of his overall skill set. He just can't really shoot right now, but good feel as a passer, really good driver, really versatile defender. They got a lot of length in Toronto. Jacoby Walter is someone who I think had an impressive rookie season. Grady is someone who, if he can keep projecting as a shooter and can fill out his frame, be not a cone on defense. Jamal Shed, I love the way he competes. I think Darko is a good coach. I think you saw the flashes of their defense to close last season. This is a team that's going to be built defensively. And then offensively, it might be a bit of a struggle. You might need some extra pieces. But I think you can build the foundations of a good defense. That's why I'm also high on Portland. I just think these teams that are building out really strong defensive cores probably are going to be good for a while. Toronto is one of them. But yeah, getting a new big, getting off RJ Barrett, those are probably things on the to-do list. But we've got 5 years.
I've always been a big fan of Agbaji. I thought he was good in Utah. I just don't think they knew what they were doing with him in Utah. I think that they got a better feel for him in Toronto. He looks more like they're trying to make him a floor spacer, but also a scorer. And he also looks like he's really good on the defensive end, and I like that about him. I think that he can supplement what RJ Barrett doesn't do. If you plan on moving off of RJ Barrett, I do like that idea. Even though I like RJ Barrett on that crew, I don't understand why you guys are so low on RJ Barrett. I'm a big-time RJ Barrett fan. But even with that,
he's not a bad player. I just think you can get off him.
You think you could do better? I can appreciate that. For me, Ron, it's the Trailblazers. I think that the Trailblazers are on to something special up in Portland. I know how low you guys were on Scoot Henderson, and I think that was largely due to the comparison of athleticism to Russell Westbrook. As soon as people say stuff like that, that's immediately what they expect right from the beginning, when in reality, that's not it at all. I think Scoot would have benefited from Damian Lillard being there and him sitting behind him. Now, the fact that he has him back, I think that's really going to help him. So you got your front line with Klingon, and I think if Klingon can stay healthy, he's going to be one of the better defensive bigs in the game, on top of having Robert Williams there to show him. We talk a lot about guys being able to learn from guys offensively. Well, defensively, guys can do that too. And I think Klingon can actually get help from Robert Williams on being one of the better defenders in the game. I'm still waiting for your man, Mars. I'm still waiting for your man, Sharp, to pan out. I'm still waiting for that. I know it's coming, but I'm still waiting for your man, Sharp, to pan out. I think that if he could stay healthy and he can stay on the floor, I think we're on to something special in Portland. And in the next 5 years, if they can hold on to Chauncey Billups, because I think Chauncey Billups is a better coach than you guys give him credit for, especially considering with the lead guard experience that he has. I think he just helps this crew, and I definitely think they're on to something important, something special.
I agree.
Fellas, there's two glaring teams that I want to talk about. And we're going to make a transition, so we're going to have to come back to talk about them. But one is Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Obviously, how does JT bounce back? How do they rebuild, if you will? They got rid of Porzingis. They got off Porzingis. They got off Drew Holiday. Still got Jaylen Brown and Derek White, Peyton Pritchard. But what do they do over these next 5 years? Does it take them a couple years to bounce back? Do they pivot and go a whole different direction? What do they do? And also, the Houston Rockets. Now, we know that they have the Houston's in like my top three. We know they have an assortment of young talent. Obviously, Kevin Durant is up there in age. But just with with Amin Thompson, Şengün, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith, all of those guys, Reed Shepherd, them alone, I think the Houston's good enough to be in this group. And then obviously you add Kevin Durant, and I don't know what's going to happen next with Fred. We're going to get to that in a second. But those are the two teams that I'm excited to talk about, and I'm eager to see where they fall on this list. But before we get into that, y'all, I do want to tell you guys about a smooth app called Splashsports. Now, you've probably been seeing this whale all over our social media, and you're probably wondering, what is this big whale that's cannonballing into the ocean? Well, it is Splashsports, where you can make picks in the sports that you like, and you can gain money from those picks and the basketball knowledge that you have. Here, you compete against fans. You don't compete against the house. Now, with Splashsports, if you want to get there, you click the link in the description. Or you could scan this QR code. On Splashsports, we had a game this past week, and it is called NFL Pick'em. Fellas, the results are in, and the lie detector test determined that Swiper is a fraud. Bama is a fraud. Early is a fraud. And you guys know who came in dead last place? I'm looking at the rankings right now. You guys would never guess who came last in our NFL Pick'em contest. He's a guy that's up here quite frequently. Another guy from Houston.
Oh,
Really?
Real Talk came in dead last place. 0 points. Shout out Real Talk. Bama and Early, they came 23rd. So they got to take home a couple dollars. Remember, the top 25 people in the contest all take home a little bit. So they got to take home a few dollars.
I'm still in the contest, right?
Survivor or NFL Pick'em?
Oh, I don't think I did the NFL Pick'em. I think I'm in the Survivor. I'm about to say.
I could check Survivor too.
I
I'll
better
check
be
that
in
a
there.
little. I'll check that a little later if you got all your picks right. But I just want to shout out the top 10 people in the contest. A guy by the name of Preston Finn or Preston F. Was tied. So 4 people tied for first place. Preston F. Another dude named Robert S. or Smooth L. tied for first place. Took home $200. LaMarcus B. or I Banks came in first place. Took home $200.
That's my burner.
Shout out Jordan. I see you. And then another person named Tyler S. Love Hills All 88 also tied for first place. Shout out to all of them. They all got 11 out of 15 picks right. Salute to y'all. I think this might be Sauce Man Bandit, but Grown Sauce Man 72 came in 5th place. Yep, came in 5th place. Got 10 picks right. Antoine C came in 5th place as well. Stacking Racks came in 5th place. Coltrane came in 5th place as well. Damn, a lot of people tied for 5th. Him Duncan came in 5th place. Chosen One came in 5th place. And Tron 3000 also came in 5th place. So shout out to all of them. They got 10 picks right. And shout out to everybody that joined up. Shout out to everybody that won. We'll be doing another NFL Pick'em. Maybe this week, maybe next week. I'll keep you guys all in the loop. Shout out to everybody that joined and shout out to everybody that won money this week in our NFL Pick'em. You guys got free money because it was free to join the contest. I don't know if we'll do another free contest, but shout out to everybody that took advantage of the free contest and got free money.
If you hit, man, hook me up with a couple dollars.
All right, y'all. Well, I brought up the Houston Rockets, and I brought them up for a reason because something bad happened yesterday. Something devastating for Houston. Their starting point guard, Fred Van Vleet, sustained a season-ending ACL injury. How do we feel about this, y'all, and what does this mean for Houston?
Mars and I had a conversation a couple of months ago, and real quick, Jay, quick. Mars and I had a conversation a couple of months ago. And I told Mars I wanted to give the ball to the kid, and I want to change the offense and let him run the offense a little bit more. And now here we are in a position where we don't need no vets. We don't have to go get Russell Westbrook or some nonsense like that. No, you already got your lead guard in the fold. I think that this would have been catastrophic if this would have been Sengun, because Sengun is somebody that I don't think you can replace. I think you can replace what Fred Van Vleet does with other things. I understand how good Fred Van Vleet is as a long ball shooter, as a floor general, but I think that we can replace that. And I think you already got your lead guard on your roster. So I'm good, Jay, as you were saying.
I want to preface what I'm about to say by telling y'all I really dislike Fred Van Vleet before I say what I'm about to say. I'm not high on Fred Van Vleet at all.
Mars, don't make your face like that, because there was a couple of months ago where, you wanted that dude indicted. So don't do that. Okay?
And I agree with you, Mars, if that's the truth. I'm
Mars,
not.
Mars was out on him. Mars was out on him.
I was too when he first got to Houston. I was too. I will say this, though, now that I preface that, I think that when you lose Fred Van Vleet, the way that they constructed this team for right now, I think that is as big of a loss as if you lose KD. And now I'm going to explain why I said that to y'all. I think that what Fred Van Vleet does on offense, why is that funny, Mars? I think what Fred Van Vleet does for them on offense in terms of getting guys like Steven Adams and Clint Capella involved on offense with one of the worst offensive teams, like on the bad side of the offense or the offensive spectrum in the league. What he does for guys like Clint Capella, what he does for guys like Steven Adams, getting them involved, you're not going to have anybody else be able to do. And I don't know who the young guy you're talking about, Chill. I hope it's not Reed Shepard. I pray that's not who you're talking about.
Yes.
I think Chill is going to be disappointed as the season goes on. Then
I'm not trying to hear that whole small backcourt thing. Steph Curry ain't 6'5". Jalen Brunson ain't 6'5". Darius Garland ain't 6'5". I can go down the list of guys that ain't big guys. And on top of that, the 6'5" guys that are out there that you guys are very critical of. I've heard plenty of conversations about you dudes talking to me about Austin Reeves, who is 6'5", who averages 20 a game, who you ain't happy with at all. And this dude is the starting two guard for the Lakers. There's plenty of people who ain't happy with him. So I'm not trying to.
Are we looking past? And I'm curious to know how good is Aaron Holiday? Like, Aaron
Holiday is solid.
He a rotation dude.
He's a solid rotation player. I really enjoyed having Aaron Holiday last year.
Right. But don't you think he can increase his minutes a little bit and
he's not
take over some of those?
No.
He's a small guard. He's not a point guard.
At the same time,
a small guard.
He's a point guard. He's a small point guard, but
he's not.
At the same time, he manages
not in the traditional. He's not a point guard.
Oh, for sure. But he manages. I see him as a point guard for the second unit. He manages that second unit very well when they use him. Like when
they'd have him off the ball and Jalen Green running things. And I'm not saying that was good.
Yeah, I think it should have been the opposite. But
and I'm not arguing with you. That's neither here nor there. But they use Aaron Holiday as a two guard. He's a spot movement shooter who will play defense. That's what he is. He's not a point guard. That's not.
Yeah, not from the traditional sense. But I feel like we don't need to increase his role. By the way, but I will say this look like it's lining up for some guy who's been in the controversy media lately to be on the roster. Yeah, that's what it looked like it's lining up to be. Now, I don't know. I haven't checked my sources, but hopefully we see something like that. And I've been an advocate for pushing that since the Rockets got Kevin Durant. I felt like they needed that presence. You just need that type of leadership. You need that type of value in that lineup. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. I could see Russell Westbrook. He out there as well, too. So I wouldn't be surprised with that either. The Rockets going to do something. They need to get a point guard. Like, we can't see Kevin Durant without a point guard again. We just can't see it.
The Rockets don't have money.
Yeah, they're broke.
Oh, they can get people for the minimum, though. And they're going to get an exception with Fred Van Vleet getting hurt.
That'll put them over the first apron.
They going to go over the first apron trying to win a championship.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not a front office person. I'll see what happens.
If you're trying to win a championship, you're willing to go over the first apron.
But would you be against trying to trade?
They can't waste that. They just traded for Kevin Durant. They got to do something. I don't know what it is, but they have to do something.
They can't trade some of their guys until December 15th.
Right. So
and the guys right now they could trade like Reed, Tari, and they're not trading these guys. So like,
there's no way that I don't think they should start the season without a point guard in the starting lineup because I just don't think Reed Shepard is ready to be a starting point guard.
It's Thompson, Drenchy. It's Thompson. Give him the ball.
It's Thompson. I think that's going to be a bad experiment. I think that's.
You have to do it to December though. Just to December though, Jordan. Just to December. They can. They might. They all they got to do.
Oh, you talking about to trade somebody?
Yeah.
The trade. Yeah. All they got to do is hang in there to December. They just let them in, get it and go.
That's a nasty lineup.
Get it up the court. Get it up the court and get the ball to Kevin.
They're gonna have to win off the back of defense, running, and rebounding. Like
which they did last year.
Which is 100. That's what they do.
That's what they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to play defense, run, and rebound.
I just don't like a man playing point guard. To be real with you, I just don't really like it. I just don't think that's him.
I think he'll be fine in the regular season. They're just not. This team ain't winning a championship without Fred Van Vleet.
No,
so that's why I get what Jay's saying. Now comparing it to Kevin Durant,
I think it's an equal loss.
Without KD, they had no chance of a championship. Without Fred, they have no chance of a championship. So like, I get the
unless we get a good point guard.
Right, I would go out and trade. If it was me, right, and I'll never be in the front office. But if it was me, I'm looking at Reed Shepard to go, and I'm looking to see who I can get in return. The reason it's going to be tough, Ox, to hang on to December 15th because the West is so fucking tough. And those 2 months could literally be the difference between you and the 9th seed and then the 3rd seed. Like,
I don't think we're going to be that, but
if they can keep it, if they can just keep it competitive, you know what I mean? Stay around 500, go to December and make something happen. think they'll be all right, bro. I mean, they're gonna win basketball games. They got like Mars just stated, the defense. They got to be able to speed up the game with their defense. Get, you know what I'm saying? Get all the loose balls, mix it up, play some defense, and then get the ball to KD, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just got to do rebound, be big. I mean, out Sengun, they still got Sengun. Like they still got a competitive basketball team. I don't think like I'm a big fan of Fred Van Vleet. I really am. Like I'm very high on Fred. I think his impact is just understated, but I think he's replaceable though. I don't think this is even close to a death sentence. This isn't a death sentence for the season, and this is not a death sentence for Fred Van Vleet. He'll bounce back, and then when he bounce back, there's right back to regular schedule programming. But until then, like KD got to put the ball in the bucket. They got to play some defense. Alpy got to be ready to play ball. They got to run, rebound, run. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you can. They'll be all right. They'll win some games. I don't think this is as crazy as it sounds, especially since in December they can make some moves.
So here's the question that I have, Ox.
Mm-hmm.
Did this Oklahoma City team that we watched last season, the majority of the games that they won, and I know how the playoffs are. I know the game slows down, but to your point, Mars, in the regular season, the majority of the games that they won, how did they win those games, Ox?
Defense.
A lot of defense, and I think that's who Houston is, right? I think that they're more of a defensive team. I look at Amen Thompson. He may be, because I got him as the defensive player of the year this year. I'm not saying that he's Magic Johnson or Scottie Pippen yet. I'm not saying that yet. What I am saying, Omar, is I'm looking at him, one, as a point of attack defender. I think he stifles your defense, your offense. I think he's slow. I think he shuts the door on your offense. That's number one. Number two, I look at him as a transition guard. Last season, he was one of the better transition guards in the game. You guys know how I feel about transition players. And the reason why I feel like that is because as wide open as the game is today, you need athletes. Amen Thompson is arguably the best athlete in the game, especially young athletes. The way he gets downhill with the basketball and the way he plays in transition is some of the best that I've seen. When I use names like Scottie Pippen, Grant Hill, Metta World Peace, when I say people like that, Ox, I say that as an architect. I'm not saying that he's Scottie Pippen 1993. No, go back and look at some year 2 Scottie Pippen tape. Go back and look at some year 2 or year 3 Metta World Peace tape. That's what I'm thinking about. He reminds me of guys like that, and he could be that kind of archetype of player. And on top of that, if we're changing the offense in Houston, because again, when we get to the playoffs, the game is going to slow down. We have to be able to play in the half court. If we're going to change the offense to be more conducive to his skill set, we're changing the offense where we're getting the ball more into Sengun, and we're going to operate off of him as our hub. Very, very much like what they do in Denver with Joker. He might not be the passer that Joker is, but that's how we're going to operate. KD operating off of him. Not just KD, Sengun operating, not Sengun, I'm sorry. Amen Thompson operating off him. I watched him play pick and pop, pick and dive with Fred Van Vleet last season, and it actually worked. So I don't hate it. But then what I'm looking for with him is I'm looking for a guy who's going to speed us up on offense. I'm looking for a guy who's going to be great in transition. I'm looking for a guy who has the ball in his hands, who's going to get other people involved. I don't think that his passing is great, but I think that it's going to improve this year. We get wrapped up a lot of times in guys that we see them for what they just were, not what they're going to be. None of y'all up here had Anthony Edwards cracking 10 threes a game this season coming up, leading the league in threes. So I say that to say I think Amen Thompson is going to be a lot better this season than we give him credit for. Give him the ball, Mars. Get his kid the ball.
No, they're going to have to. It's not.
Wait, what did I miss? Chu, you saying Amen Thompson needs to be the point guard?
Give him the ball.
Well, he's
Mars.
been saying that since Fred.
That's not a new take.
Yeah, he's been saying.
No, it's not. For some reason, I just
ball.
didn't expect that. I thought we were going to give Reed Shepherd his due credit as the next guy
here's
up.
why we're not doing that, Ron.
Reed is the next guy up off the bench.
And I know how Mars feels about him. I'm just looking at Reed Shepherd, and I'm thinking, again, when we're talking about guys in the past, from what we last saw from him, Mars, you said this yourself. One of the main reasons why Reed Shepherd wasn't playing because of depth in Houston. Wasn't really no run for him. On top of that, he wasn't able to make shots. So you're not making shots, and on top of that, we loaded. That's a recipe for disaster for you. So I think this season, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I think that he'll be able to make more shots this year because I think he's worked on that.
I mean, I hope, yeah. This team just ain't winning the championship, but I think they'll be fine.
No, I don't think that neither. No, I don't think that either.
I think they'll be a fine regular season team on the back of defense, rebounding, and athleticism and length. And one could even argue that having no Fred Van Vleet bolsters those strengths. They become a better rebounding team. They have a better defensive team. Although Fred Van Vleet is a good defender, maybe they become a better defensive team. They become a more athletic team because Fred Van Vleet is not out there and he was 6 foot, regular wingspan, very below average athlete. So maybe their strengths become stronger, some of their strengths, but this is a team that without Fred Van Vleet, with Fred Van Vleet on the court, they were a top 3 team in terms of not turning the ball over. Top 3. With Fred Van Vleet off the court, they were bottom 5. Major discrepancy between turning the ball over with Fred Van Vleet, without Fred Van Vleet. That's the biggest difference. That's the biggest loss right there. Not having Fred Van Vleet means the turnovers are going to skyrocket because that means Amen Thompson's going to be handling the ball. That means Kevin Durant's going to be handling the ball. That means Reed Shepard's going to come in with extra responsibilities. That's already a recipe for disaster. Fred Van Vleet, for all the issues I had with him, he looked after the ball. He made sure that Houston got to what they needed to get to. He got the ball where it needed to be. Anyone else on the roster couldn't do that consistently. You're now asking Kevin Durant to do that at his age. That's going to be an extra burden on him, trying to get him through the regular season. You probably don't want to do that. Then the other thing, and this is beyond Fred Van Vleet. This is a concern I had with the Rockets before losing Fred Van Vleet. But now it's an ultra concern. I just want to put some numbers on you guys' mind, right? The Rockets already last year were bottom of the league in terms of three-point frequency. They only shot 35% of their shots from 3, already at the bottom of the league. They shot 11 pull-up threes a game. I want to say the number is 11.7. Of those 11.7, 11.5 of those pull-up threes came from Jalen Green, Fred Van Vleet, Cam Whitmore, and Dylan Brooks. They've lost all of them. They've replaced that with Dorian Finney-Smith, 0.1 pull-up threes a game. Clint Capella.
0. Okay.
And Kevin Durant, who shoots 1.2 a game.
Mm-hmm.
So they have lost.
Mars, though. I know.
Keep going.
So they've lost 11 pull-up threes a game and replaced it based on last season with 1. Now, what's going to happen is Kevin Durant is going to be asked to shoot more pull-up threes. The issue is Kevin Durant, A, he's not the greatest pull-up three-point shooter, and B, that takes away from what makes Kevin Durant. You want him in isolation. You want him in the mid-post. You want him in the mid-range. But this team, quite simply, cannot generate threes. No one on the team can generate threes. For all the flaws that Fred Van Vleet has. Yeah, Reed Shepard, I'm not listening to you. For all of the issues that
So how are you gonna say that somebody can't generate threes and their best shooter is right there? I'm saying Mars, he's gonna have to step in.
Yeah, cool. For all the issues that Fred Van Vleet had as a scorer, he could generate threes. For all of the issues that Jalen Green had as a scorer, he could generate a 3. That step back creates a lot of separation. Now, did they go in a whole lot? No. Houston were near the bottom of the league in pull-up three-point efficiency. They shot like 31%. No team really shoots that high percentage, like 33 is at the league high. But losing all of those threes when you already didn't shoot that many threes and losing the guy who was responsible for your turnovers, that's a death sentence for a team that was already lackluster offensively.
Mars, can I play devil's advocate?
I am too, Drenchy.
Let me play devil's advocate real quick, Mars. Pull-up threes is a big deal in the NBA. I would agree with that. Losing 11, what you said, 11.7 of them?
12,
11.5 of their 11.7.
12.
Okay. So 12. So we're basically losing 12. Let's say we lose 12 pull-up threes a game. That's fine. I think with more of creation from Şengün, from Amen Thompson being able to get downhill, and Kevin Durant, we can replace those with spot-up threes. A little bit more than that. I feel like we've got a team registered around good spot-up shooters. Reed Shepard would be a good spot-up shooter. Dorian Finney-Smith would be a good spot-up shooter. Jabari Smith would be a good spot-up shooter. Tari Eason would be a good spot-up shooter. Kevin Durant, I know you might be a little bit low, but he can
knock some down. He can knock some
down. Kevin Durant, maybe, but we generating shots a little bit differently. I don't necessarily think I'm not the biggest fan of the pull-up threes. Sometimes, but I'm not the hugest fan of we need pull-up threes.
Drenchy, you hate pull-up threes. I've heard you plenty of times when I've seen a guy shoot a pull-up three. Get that bullshit out of here. Get that bullshit out of here.
You need to be able to self-generate threes. Whether that's like whoever it is, you need to be able to generate threes off the bounce in isolation, creating for yourself. You need to be able to do it in a modern NBA. And Houston, quite frankly, have one individual who has shown the ability to do that. Reed Shepherd, you can project, but based
I
on
don't
what I
think he
saw
gets
of
that
him
role
as a
right now.
rookie, he's way more comfortable shooting pull-up mid-range jump shots. Most of his threes are going to be off the catch. He's not even there were times where teams would go under his screen and pick and roll, and he wasn't comfortable getting the shot.
Yeah.
Now, this next upcoming season, I would expect that to be different.
Game was too fast for him last year.
But there are concerns that we can't just throw onto Reed Shepherd in year 2 based on what he put on display last year to say, okay, the burden of us generating threes is now on you and Kevin Durant.
Why not, Mars? That's what the reason why the reason why I'm asking you that, Mars, is because when you got a big guy that comes into the league who was slow figuring it out early, that doesn't change what we got you here for. We got you here to glass clean. We got you here to rim protect. So if you coming in the next year, why am I now going away from that? Reed Shepherd was brought into the Houston Rockets to be a floor spacer. He was brought in to be a guy who
chill. He was brought in to be a starting point guard. You don't draft a guy at number 3 to just be a floor spacer. You draft a guy at number 3 because we see you as being one of our, I don't want to say the face of the franchise, but one of our centerpieces moving forward.
But he also got drafted to a team that accelerated their timeline to championship contention. We're not asking Reed Shepherd to get reps on the Brooklyn Nets where there's no consequence to him failing early on. This is a team, and this is the difference. I'm not saying Reed Shepherd is never going to be capable of this. I'm not even saying he might not be capable of it in year 2. But this is a team that is trying to win a championship, and you're putting this burden on him in year 2. It's like James Wiseman, the Warriors.
Part of the job,
James Wiseman on the Warriors. James Wiseman in a different situation where he got drafted to than the Warriors. He could have developed. He could have went through the growing pains. And no one would have cared because guess what? He's a number 2 pick. He's on a bad team. He went to a team that immediately was trying to win, and therefore every failure, every mistake was magnified. You are now putting it on Reed Shepherd's shoulders to take the burden of Fred Van Vleet's responsibilities offensively and a team that is already lacking shooting talent and asking Reed Shepherd to subsidize that. After coming off the shooting
talent. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He is the shooting talent.
And this is I'm not arguing that. For all intents, but this is a team that already struggled offensively. This is a rookie. He struggled immensely in his rookie year, and you're asking him to take a bigger load, bigger role, and to perform in that role for a team that's trying to win a championship.
Heavy as the head, Mars.
That's a part of his job description, Mars.
And you're setting your expectations up for failure if you think he's going to do it. If he does it, that's a part. Credit to him, but expecting it is where you lose. That's what I'm saying.
No. But see, Mars, that's a part of his profession. That's a part of his job description. Reed Shepherd lives under stay ready. That's how Reed Shepherd has to go into it every day because in his profession, your starting point guard can get hurt any day, and you are a number 3. You came up under Bill Self, like that's where he's project. That's where he's going. You know what I'm saying? Like
he went to Kentucky. He played with John Calipari.
My fault, John Calipari. Yeah, you're right. But still, what I'm saying is, regardless, he went to Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Kansas, same shit. You know what I'm saying? You have school, yes sir. Right, you got to stay ready. You know what I mean? So that's I don't think that it's actually it's unfair to look at it that way. Like, oh, he's a number 3 pick. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that he feels he's better than Fred Van Vleet. You know what I'm saying? Mentally.
You're meant to think you're better. Like that's athlete mentality. You're meant to think.
At the same time, I bet you. I just feel like at the same time, the Rockets is going to generate shots a little bit differently. I'm expecting Şengün to get a lot. I mean, he looked like he got a lot better, so he'll generate more double teams. Kevin Durant will generate double teams. Unless
how many more can he generate? He was already like the second most double team big in the league.
Yeah, let me take that back. He'll generate them and not turn it down ball over.
Okay,
let's put it at that. He'll see it early. He'll skip it to these shoot. I feel like I'm more confident, even though I know losing Fred Van Vleet hurts, but I'm more confident in these wing shooters like Dorian Finney-Smith, Jabari Smith. Mars not high on Tari Eason. I'm very high on Tari Eason. Whether that's
I'm not high on Tari Eason as a spot up shooter. I'm high on Tari Eason.
Okay, as a spot up shooter, that's fine. But at the same time, I'm confident that if you swing it to him, he's able to make a play off the bounce. But
who on the team is going to be making those? Like this is a Houston team that last year it was a lot of one pass and then shot, very little ball movement. I think they ranked last in the league in passes. Yeah, you've now lost your most voluminous passer in Fred Van Vleet.
Difference in committee. I feel like having Şengün with a little bit more of the work. You took a little. I know we replaced Jalen Green with Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant's game is not necessarily like Jalen Green. It's not a wild game. It's a simple game. It's an old man game at this point. So I think Şengün gets a little bit more of the work of, putting the ball in his hand a lot more, making those passes, and you might see a lot of swing actions from the Rockets this year. I feel like now that they got what you call structure a little bit on what they want, apparently with the identity that they want, they look like they all in on this 6'7" wingspan plus defensive identity, catch and shoot guys. I feel like this is where you're gonna see a lot more swings from the Rockets. I know we didn't get it last year. I don't think this is the same team coming into this season as far as what the DNA will be. It'll still be the same hard, tough-nosed defense, but I don't think we'll get the same type of shot qualities. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't think we get the same shot.
Ox, what have you told me, Ox, more than once, more than twice about coaches? Coaches got to do what?
They got to coach.
Coach got to coach, and
we know Inmate do that.
The reason why I bring that up, Mars, is because the first thing I thought about Shepherd was the timeline got accelerated last season. I mean, I felt like this team was going to be good. I thought that they were a top 5 seed.
No one really saw 2 seeds. Yeah,
but here we go. Like we're at the top. Not only are we at the top of the Western Conference, Mars, we add KD. So now the timeline has shot up because we got a guy who is a little long in the tooth, but still has the goods. So the window isn't open long. We got a bunch of young guys here who are trying to develop and turn into something, only except we just jumped to the top of the Western Conference. And now we got arguably the best scorer in the league on our team. So now what we're thinking is championship aspirations. So now all of this other stuff comes into play. Well, Reed Shepherd now has to be more than what we thought he was going to be at this stage because the timeline just went up. So I feel like guys like Amen Thompson, the timeline has now shot up. I understand how you feel about him as a ball handler. I'm thinking that the offense can change, and Şengün is going to be our hub. We're going to run the offense through him a little bit more. And in terms of the turnovers, I feel like watching Şengün in the Eurobasket tournament, I think that's going to translate over to the NBA. I feel like he's got a lot of confidence in his game. On top of that, I think his touch is going to be better. You guys talk about threes, and I think this is really interesting, Mars. When you got a guy like Şengün where we're running our offense through him and that touch is better, I think that that's going to demand more double teams. And with it demanding more double teams, I think that a lot of guys are going to be open more for shots like Reed, like KD, like Jabari, like DFS. And I think that we could supplement those pull-up threes. I think we could supplement that for transition buckets when we get that on defense.
But nobody's addressed what Mars talked about earlier.
What
did I say?
The biggest thing, and that's what I meant to get to a second ago. You can't. There's nothing you could do if you're turning the ball over. If you're turning over the ball over, like what Mar said, going from top 3 to bottom 5.
They were top 3 in the league in terms of not turning the ball over with Fred, and they were bottom 5 without him.
I mean, how many is that? How many is that?
It was ridiculous.
It's just not ranked. Either way, whatever it is, if you're turning the ball over like that, it doesn't matter what else you're doing. You can't win a significant amount of basketball.
That's a fact, Ops, and I'm not going to argue that point. But what I'm saying is I feel like what we can do is now we can change our offense, make Şengün even more of the hub, make Şengün a guy that we're running the offense through even more. And we got pieces around him like
he was a part of the turnovers though too last year.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming that's what they were doing when.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Drench. And he was a part of the turnovers. So I think he recognizes that. And this is what goes back to my original theory about next year getting better. I think that's something that's on his list. I got to take better care of the basketball. They're throwing me the ball. They're running the offense through me. I'm the guy that they're playing off of. I can't be a turnover machine. That can't happen. If they're running the offense through me, if we're running dribble handoff, if we're running cross action, if we're running skips and things like that, I can't be a turnover machine. I have to be better at taking care of the basketball. And I'm going off of what I saw this summer with him, and I saw the improvement. I'm going off that, and I'm comfortable running the offense through him even more. With very much like what Jamal Murray is with Denver, I'm comfortable with giving the ball to Amen Thompson and letting him be my primary ball handler. I'm comfortable with that.
Well, Chill, you already said it. I mean,
4 turnovers again.
4. So
well, here's the thing, Moss. And here's the thing, Moss. We're not winning it. We've already covered that. Is that fair? Okay,
No,
we're
that's
winning
not
it.
fair. No, chill. That's
Yeah,
not.
I don't think that's fair
we
either.
can't do that.
I really don't.
They just traded for Kevin Durant. You have to go. You have to be trying. If you're thinking like that, then get off the KD right now. I don't even think that's possible. I don't know. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is like you can't have Kevin Durant on your roster. Just traded for Kevin Durant at this point in his career and not be thinking we're winning the championship. So you can't.
But we're not on the
discontinue.
team. I'm saying for us, we know the Rockets. Their championship hopes are done, right? We know.
No, but they're not.
I don't. I disagree.
Okay, Rockets fan doesn't know it. Reed Shepherd, Super Glazer doesn't know it. The rest of us rational people.
No.
We know they're not winning a championship.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm a part. I don't know if I'm a part of the group of rational people.
Ox, do you think that they winning the NBA championship?
What I'm saying is, right as of today, chill.
Today,
no, but
even with Fred Van Vleet on the roster. Even with Van Vleet on the roster, you think they winning it?
With Fred Van Vleet, they got action. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yes,
and that's all. And that's all you can have in the NBA. You can only have action at it right now. We can't say. But when you get Kevin Durant on your team at this stage, and you were just the 2 seed in the West, we're heading towards championship. That's why we did that.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So I don't believe that as presently constructed with Fred Van Vleet torn ACL. No, I don't think they have any action. But they're going to do something because they have to do something. And I believe, obviously, I believe in their front office with what they've been doing so far. So they're going to be looking to make a championship. They just got to make it to December. And once they get to December, they're going to make a move. There's no way they go at it like this with Reed Shepherd and the Min Thompson playing point guard, especially if they're going to be turning over the ball like we expect them to. They can't. Yes, they're going to do something. They just got to make it to what y'all say, December 15th.
That's when
and they're going to do something, bro. I don't know who they're going to get. I don't know how they're going to do it, but somebody's out of there and somebody's coming.
Do we know how Fred tore his ACL? Like, did they say
he was
how
working out?
Yeah, it was in a workout.
Just a workout. Damn. Oh, chill. You know what? I was thinking a second
I
ago
wonder
too.
Was he working out with his brother? He works out with his. He works out with his brother here.
It was a Rockets camp. The Rockets. It was.
Okay.
It was mini camp.
Ramping up for camp.
Yo,
chill,
Jay,
they got to get on the phone.
Jay, I'd like to hear your thoughts about just the injury and what you think the solution could be. Keep in mind they still got Aaron Holiday over there. They could make a trade.
I started off the conversation. I said they got to trade.
He said that cooked.
They're done, but if they want to be competitive, they need to trade. And
absolutely.
I'm getting off of Reed Shepherd, right? I know that you hired him, and I'm sorry that you have to hear that from me, but he got to go because I don't think that, like Marge is saying, I don't think he can rise to the level that's going to make them competitive for a championship anyway. I would rather go out and get somebody that is going to put me in a better position to be competitive to win today because they have to win.
Who's the guy that you're thinking of? And I know you're saying that, so they have a lot of good young talent over there. But who's the guy that you would be like that you think could be available for them?
That's hard to say because if I'm the rest of the league, I'm looking at the Rockets like they know that they need to win now too. I'm taxing them, right? I'm taxing the Rockets if I'm the trade market. But and I know y'all gonna be like, why would I say this? I'm calling the Cavs right away and seeing what I could do for Lonzo or Todd Jerome.
Lonzo was the name I thought of, but I just know the Cavs ain't.
Thank you.
I know that. Cavs not giving up him.
I'm calling. What can I do?
They might get off Darius Garland.
Hydromes in Memphis.
They might give up. They might get off Darius Garland.
Yeah, for who? Reed, Jabari, who else?
Be serious, man. I would try and see if I could get Lonzo. It's not gonna happen.
We closer. If we're in Cleveland, we closer to winning it than you guys are. You can't give me nothing outside of Kevin Durant.
Chill. I genuinely don't think the Cavs are high on Darius Garland. I think that's why they got Lonzo.
No, that's not why they got Alonzo.
They got a lot of wings over there. They got a lot of wings over in Houston that the Cavs can use. I wouldn't be shocked at that.
I'm telling you, I don't think. I'm gonna tell you this. I just genuinely don't think that it's optimistic that they can win a championship with those two small guards and Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. But I think somewhere in the back of the GM's mind in Cleveland, he's contemplating it. And Lonzo come and have a good showing, and he run the show. He might not average 18 like Darius Garland. Let's say he averaged 12, 7, 8, and you can get a big because you might want to get a wing or something like that over there. And Darius Garland come half stepping. I would not be surprised if they get rid of it. It's already questions, can they win? We know these rumors in the NBA, like Doc Rivers say, if you ever hear a rumor in the NBA, it's some truth to it. So with them questioning them wings, I mean them two small guards in that backcourt and that shitty on defense, I would not be surprised if the Cavs think about getting up Darius Garland, whether that's to the Rockets or to any team. Just would not be surprised.
So two things. Number one, the Cavs over the last, I think, 2 seasons have had a top. Last year, I think they were 7th in the league in defense. The year before that, I think they were 3rd in the league in defense with these 2 small guys that are shitty on defense. So they have one of the best defenses.
Yeah, but does that matter? But does that take away from them actually being shitty on defense though?
No, it doesn't.
Well, Garland's definitely shitty.
Yes.
Mitchell might be slightly above that.
Slightly, yes. but them two together is horrible.
But he's 40.
I agree. I'm not a fan of that.
I think Mitchell is better on defense than you give him credit for. But with that being said, I think the closing lineup in Cleveland is going to be Darius Garland, one of the most efficient guards in the game, Mitchell, and I think Lonzo closes the game. And I think you got Mobley and Jared Allen. I think that's your 5
two horrible guards on defense though.
Yeah, but you got Lonzo.
Yes, I do. I got a guy to protect.
I'll just keep
yes, I do.
Like the Darius Garland.
You got Lonzo.
You got Lonzo. Yes, he 100% is that. So if I'm Houston, to your point, Ox, I understand that the timeline got accelerated and we're trying to win it right now. I do understand that. Yeah. Throwing Fred Van Vleet being out of the lineup, that throws a monkey wrench in what we're trying to do. I don't think it's that big of a deal as if we lost Sengun. We got Sengun. We still got Amin Thompson. I know how you guys feel, Mars in particular, about KD playing the 4. I actually want to move KD back to his natural position at the 3, and I want to put Jabari.
He's too old to play the 3 right now, man. He can't. He's not.
They're both gonna start together. Like Jabari's gonna be the 3. KD's gonna be the 4.
Yeah, like KD too old to play the 3 right now. Chill. You get for the 3, you got to be able to run out and transition and shit like that. KD is damn near gonna be a point forward a little.
The 3 and the 4 are basically interchangeable in this NBA. Like unless you're like Anthony Davis, but like the 3-4 is the same thing. Like KD and Jabari are practically gonna have the same role on the team. They're both gonna start. One's going to be listed as the 3, one's going to be listed as the 4. They're practically going to do the same thing.
So it's just
in Ime's system. They're both going to switch everything. They're both going to be asked to rim protect secondarily. They're both going to be asked to
on defense. It'll be the same. On offense, I don't think it'll be the same.
But on offense, KD's going to operate in his spots if he's at the 2. Like wherever he's going to be, KD's going to be listed wherever he wants. He's going to be.
I can get with that.
But that's what I'm saying. He can't play the 3 because he got to operate. He an old man. He got to operate at his spots. He got to get to them spots and he got to put his hand up like that. And then you just got to throw it to him.
He can operate at them spots regardless of where he's listed at. But KD will get out in transition on occasion. But and this is gonna sound crazy coming from me. If I'm Houston, my stopgap, Tyus Jones, man. I'm calling up Orlando.
Ain't no way you talking about Tyus Jones.
I'm calling up Orlando. Hey, that's why I said it's gonna sound crazy coming from me. That's why I said. I'm calling up Orlando. And I know Tyus Jones' asking price gonna be cheap. I know his asking price gonna be cheap. Let me get Tyus Jones.
Him with KD.
He gonna supplement
that shit hurt
for the next 5 seconds. He's gonna supplement me for 5 minutes. That's all I need. So you're not gonna throw an entry pass. That's all I need.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. We don't want that no more for Tyus.
You're not calling. Yeah, you're not calling Indiana.
For TJ?
For TJ, that was my second name on the list. TJ would be the other person.
You know damn well Indiana ain't giving no coach.
I wouldn't do that either.
You out your damn mind if you think.
But Indiana wouldn't do it. But Lonzo would be my first call. I know Cleveland's saying no. TJ and Tyus would be my next call. I know Indiana's saying no.
What about
Tyus? I don't think he's a point guard.
Shit, he's something. And he's from Houston.
He's really good for sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking at, I need someone who's not gonna turn the ball over and who can throw an entry pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
and he can play defense.
He can, and that's what Tyus can't do. But right now, Houston have literally no one on the roster, bar Kevin Durant, who can consistently throw an entry pass to Şengün. Not one individual on this team can do that. That's the problem. We're talking about running Şengün as a hub. Who's going to get him the ball?
That's a shame, bro. You should know how to
throw entry passes. If there was a stat for turnovers on entry passes, his turnover percentage would be like 38%.
That's last year.
He can't throw entry passes.
That's last year.
How do motherfuckers not know how to throw entry passes?
Jabari can't throw entry passes. Tari couldn't throw entry passes.
That's last year.
None of them can throw entry passes.
I'm better this year. I can throw entry passes now.
I can't just project improvement based on nothing. I can't just do that.
Actually, but here's the difference, though, Mars. As a ball player, Ox, I can project improvement on you throwing entry passes. I might not project improvement on you keeping the long ball. I won't because that's something simple. That's why.
So why can players in the NBA still do it?
That is
if it's so simple, why am I watching people who play for the Denver Nuggets play with the best center in the NBA, So they know they're going to have to throw entry passes, yet they still can't do it. So if it's that simple to just improve on, why are the people who play with Joel Embiid? I watched the bubble. No one could throw an entry pass on that roster. I've watched the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic. No one could throw an entry pass on that roster. Bar Russell.
No, Jokic ass couldn't post up. His ass can't post
That's
up.
what
I'm not talking about just the playoffs. I'm not talking about just the playoffs. I'm talking about over the course of the season. I'm watching these guys play with
He
these
wasn't giving a
dominant
target and
bigs,
stealing.
knowing damn well they're going to throw this ball into the post every trip down, yet they can't throw entry passes. So I can't just be like, oh, well, they're just going to figure it out. No.
Well, number one.
Where's the evidence? I'm watching the NBA. They're not figuring it out.
Okay. So sure, Ma. I think that's a little bit disingenuous off the strength that how you throwing the ball into the post. Number one, a lot of these defenders, like for example, Zubac is behind Joker, and he's slipping Joker, and he's turning the basketball over. That has nothing to do with me as a guard. This is where Joker asking for the ball. I'm getting Joker the ball. He's getting slipped, and he's turning the ball, and he's stealing the ball. Now I get charged with that turnover. That's me. So same thing is going on. Same thing is going on in Philly. Joel Embiid is a hub for them. So with Joel Embiid being a hub for them, he doesn't play on the box nearly as much as he plays in the mid-range. Nearly as much as he plays on the wing.
They kept turning the ball over, trying to get in the ball.
No, a big part of the reason because that's where he want to play. That's why he's throwing the ball between his legs as many times as he is. That's why he's shooting the long ball. Because
Joel doesn't shoot that many threes. He shoots like 3.
In fact, Joel Embiid has said, "I want to show my skill set. I want to
Joel
show that I'm
shoots
not
like 3
just a
threes
box
a game.
player."
Joel
and he do shoot because I was betting on that shit and he would fucking kill me.
Joel's a face-up guy for sure, but Joel's
post
post-ups, there's a direct correlation between Joel's post-ups going down right after the bubble. And what happened in the bubble? They got swept because no one could throw the ball to Joel Embiid. Direct correlation. Also, he turns the ball over in the post a lot. But that's a whole different conversation away from entry passes. But Joel Embiid could play in the post if guys could get him the ball in the post. We're watching the ones in NBA. Guys can't throw entry passes consistently. Like,
and to be honest with you, I'm gonna stay away from that. But what I am going to talk about is Amen Thompson. We know for a fact that our hub is not just Kevin Durant, but Sengun. So if I know I'm going to be one of the primary ball handlers, I know that my job is to get him the basketball in the post. If my job is to get him the basketball in the post, I'm going to be working with him in the offseason. Where do you want the basketball? You want the ball up here? You want the ball back? You want
2 weeks?
Well, here's the thing, though, Miles. I wasn't just working with him.
Shengun's been at Eurobasket the whole time.
Right.
So it's not like they have time in the offseason.
But I wasn't just working with him. I was working with other people to understand.
He's playing 1v1 with Davion Mitchell. I saw the clips.
Okay, I did see him playing 1v1 with Davion Mitchell and getting his skill set sharper. So when we see him this year,
but let's leave it handle that.
Well, it's better than what it was. It definitely, and not only is it better than what it was, he is going up against Davion Mitchell. Let's remember who we talked about.
For sure, one of the best guard defenders in the league.
Absolutely. Davion Mitchell is not, a flash in the pan in terms of a defender. What I'm getting at is, as a big, I'm watching tape, and Amen Thompson strikes me as a really smart guy. So if I'm watching tape, all right, my big fella wants the ball here. My big fella wants the ball over here. My big fella operates better on the left side with the ball in his hand, his left hand. That's where he wants the ball. I know that as a guard, I have to understand where to get him the basketball. I'm working on that in the offseason. That's not something that I'm just coming into the game going, which would explain, Mars, why these guys suck at it. To your point, I'm actually working on that going, all right, we're going to run the offense through my big fella. So I need to go. I need to make sure that I know where he needs the ball and how to get him the basketball. I think that's something that's going to improve this year.
It's a lot of wishful thinking, but I hope you're right. I want to see Houston be successful. I want to see Amen Thompson be successful. Everyone knows how I feel about him. It's just I'm more on the camp of I got to see these things manifesting in some capacity before I start expecting improvement. If Amen Thompson's been bad at throwing entry passes his first 2 years, I'm not going to then be like, oh, well, he's just going to figure it out. The biggest issue Amen has is because no one guards him from behind the three-point line. The guy who's guarding him when he's trying to throw an entry pass is sagging all the way off of him. And he picks up his dribble so early, he's not like he can counteract that by driving because he's already picked up his dribble trying to throw the entry pass. And then he doesn't know how to navigate angles, all of that. And then he doesn't give up the ball to get it. So those are the issues he has when it comes to throwing entry passes. And that's not going to be solved because he's still not going to be able to shoot this next year. So I don't know. But I hope. I hope Houston figure it out.
What I'm anticipating with,
because we haven't even spoke about what this means for Fred Van Vleet's career. Mm-hmm. I hope he can come back. I say the same for everyone. I would be pessimistic if it was betting. I wouldn't put much on Fred Van Vleet coming back and being what he was. He was already athletically. When you're a small guard in your 30s, already athletically limited, already can't score inside the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
yes, probably it's going to be tough to come back from an ACL or an Achilles. It's going to be tough. I hope he can because he's had a really good career. One of the best undrafted players ever. One of the most successful undrafted careers ever. One of the more successful stories in that regard. But he's already 5'11". Already a far inferior athlete to his competition. Already can't score inside the three-point line. Already can't get by people on the perimeter consistently. And now he's torn his ACL in his 30s. That's tough.
Was he 31,
His
I
IQ's
think?
still going to be there. He's still going to be smart. He's still going to understand the game defensively and offensively. But at some point, you need to have physical tools to make it at the NBA level. And I just don't know if he's going to be able to get by. Like this past season, I don't know if you guys, Fred Van Vleet shot like 38% from the field this year. And he was still uber important for Houston. I'm not doubting that. But this past year, he already shot 38% from the field. That's going to get worse. Like, undoubtedly, he's going to shoot worse. So it's. I hope he can come back. I think it's unlikely.
I just think that with modern medicine, the ACL isn't a death sentence like it was in the past. And I think a guy like Fred Van Vleet, to your point, Mars, he isn't uber athletic. But if I can get back to something of what that was and still be solid, I don't think it's over for him. I don't.
I think it's over for him.
If we're talking about 34-year-old Fred Van Vleet, 35-year-old Fred Van Vleet, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. But at this point, no, I think we got. I still think that there's something left there.
I just think you're discounting what he loses, like what a step slower for Fred Van Vleet, like him, not any other player, but what a step slower for Fred Van Vleet looks like. A guy like Marcel who already struggles getting past the defender on the perimeter and already struggles scoring inside the arc. A step slower for Fred Van Vleet looks like he's never going to be a starting point guard in the NBA.
He's already a step slower anyway. So now what we're doing with this injury is we're making him almost 2 steps slower because he's already a step slower.
Right, and how is that serviceable at guard for any team? Like what team is going to pick him up and that's going to be serviceable for them for even 15-minute stretches? When he comes back. It's going to be rough for him.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, this is the game we play. NBA. We get these injuries every single year. It's just unfortunate that it happened before we even got a chance to see it, before the season started. I will say, though, the timing does kind of help Houston in a way because they get to kind of tinker with some things early in the season before the trade deadline, see what happens, see what guys look like. This is one thing I do want to say, though. Mars, you spoke on some potential trade candidates. Now, obviously, we know Houston's rich in their wing area, if you will. They got Amin Thompson, Kevin Durant, DFS signing him was huge. You still got Tari Eason, you got Jabari. They got a nice assortment of wings. That gives them a lot of value in the trade market in order to, pieces to give other teams. And they got draft capital too.
Forget about that. We got a lot of bigs.
Yeah. And so with that, Mars, I think you were kind of underselling some of the talent that they can go get. You said like guys like Tyus Jones and stuff. I think they can go potentially get now maybe not a Darius Garland, but some guys I do want to throw out there. A guy like maybe Peyton Pritchard.
Nah,
a guy like
off him, but Jordan Poole would be a good one.
I don't know, Jordan. Like you offer him Jabari.
I'm not willing to give up Jabari.
I'm just hey Mars. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's what you do, Mars. I'm not saying that's what you do. He just
names I'm entertaining in trades are Clint Capella and them, man.
But Mars, understand where I'm coming from though. He said that they're not going to get off of him. The point I'm trying to make is Houston has assets to go get somebody. A Ryan Nembhard.
Hell no, we don't want no Ryan Nembhard.
My bad, Andrew. My bad, Andrew. Andrew. But you
not getting off of Andrew Nembhard.
Are they not?
I tried to be realistic. That's why I went with Tyus Jones.
Jordan Poole. What's wrong with Jordan Poole?
But I'm saying I wouldn't be mad at Jordan Poole though. I really wouldn't be mad at that.
Which I think they would probably around the deadline.
Yeah, around the deadline.
Maybe you could get a Jordan Poole type.
CJ McCollum.
Jordan Poole.
I don't want CJ McCollum.
Well, he's not going to be the passer that they need for him to be.
But Jordan Poole doesn't strike me as
the shooting issues, though.
Jordan Poole strike me as Fred Van Vleet. He's just not the defender he is, though.
That's a big deal.
Of course, but Jordan Poole offense sometimes, sometimes he be on bullshit. But Jordan Poole,
he's a good offensive player for sure. He's a good offensive player.
Yeah, and that shit. And Mars, guess what we address with Jordan Poole? And I know we hypothetically speaking, them pull-up threes you was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shot creation you was talking about.
He'll do all 11 by himself.
And Jordan Poole is a decent playmaker too. Y'all might not like him handling playmaking duties a lot. He's a decent playmaker.
I think he's a bad decision maker though.
What does New Orleans want for Jordan Poole?
Yeah, but you gotta take. Yeah, you gotta take
the
that
money
shit.
is the concern. Like Jordan Poole makes like 30 million. Like
Yeah.
Clint Capella,
8 million.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Which means you got to give something else up.
See, because that's why it becomes difficult. Like you probably
Steven
have
Adams,
to trade
Steven
Fred.
Adams? Oh, what if we trade Fred Van Vleet while he hurt?
That's what I'm saying. You probably have to trade Fred.
But why would the
Which
Pelicans
might work for a team that's tanking.
They won't do that, Jay.
Yeah, why would they want that?
Well, no, you have to attach some draft capital to it, which you guys also have too.
If you're that eager to contend, you can attach Fred Van Vleet and a Phoenix pick to a team, and you're trying to get a point guard. You could do that.
Because
Hey,
I
y'all-
feel like New Orleans
Phoenix
might get off
got-
Zion. New Orleans might get off Zion.
Shit, go get Jalen Green back. Fred Van Vleet and one of the Phoenix picks. Go
The
get
hell
him.
no, Mars. Shit, fuck it, New Orleans. Give me Zion. Shit, we addressed all our problems with Zion. Just give me Zion. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'll give you
I'm
Jabari.
not mad at it. Hey,
I would absolutely do that. I would
If Joe
absolutely do that.
Dumars,
Bye bye,
if
Jabari. You
Joe
can go in that
Dumars
one.
gives
You
you
can go
guys Zion
You can go in
Williamson,
that one for sure.
If you shoot him
What
big
is
like
that?
that, why not DeJounte Murray? Why not go? He would fix every problem that they need except for the.
I
the
do
pull
like
threes.
DeJounte Murray. He
But
just
why
can't
not?
do
Yeah,
that.
if we shoot him
I
big.
see you like DeJounte.
But he
I love
makes like
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte is
right?
coming off
He
a
makes
torn
like
Achilles.
30
It's not like he's coming off. Like,
I'm still even with the Achilles. I'm huge on DeJounte Murray. I think.
I mean, y'all talking about Zion?
Problems.
Just go get LaMelo then.
Right? Yeah, right.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey, I mean,
If there's a player who is the antithesis of Ime Udoka, it's LaMelo.
but Morris, hey, Ime Udoka might be able to whip him into shape though.
Hell
You
no.
know, Mike.
I think so, though. I think so.
Because I feel like this is
No,
important.
Jay.
This
We
is
was-
my growth right here. I want to come up here and I want to apologize to Ox and Mars for the LaMelo Ball praise. That motherfucker ain't gonna got to be no top 5 point guard. I can tell you that right now. That motherfucker ain't no top 5 point guard.
LaMelo?
No,
Don't
he
disrespect
not.
LaMelo. Don't
Now, I
disrespect
will
LaMelo
say
now.
this though. Like I said, I don't think he is a point guard. I genuinely think he's a shoot guard that can pass. But at the same
Exceptionally
time,
well.
at the same
Exceptionally
time,
well.
that shit LaMelo be doing at point guard is fucking ridiculous. Like, and I don't give a shit. Bro,
in Charlotte.
they still comment. Bro, I got a video on Instagram, probably got like 200,000 views. I still get comments today. Motherfucker be talking about he averaged 8 assists. I'm like, the motherfucker play on the worst team in the NBA. Like, what are we talking about? And he had the ball all game long. And like
Jay, just so
he
you know,
just
Jay.
genuinely, like, bro, if you look at any scouting report for LaMelo, I probably guarantee you they say no help. Just go get the rebound. That's what it looks, swear to God, it looks like they just let him do some bullshit and just go get the rebound. Fuck it, we getting the rebound. We out. They don't move or pull or nothing. They just watch him do some bullshit and just go grab the rebound. That shit is awful.
You know how you
Awful,
heard
bro.
with Latrell Sprewell getting into it in practice with PJ Carlissimo
Smacking shit out
or
of me.
Vince Carter getting into it with Sam Mitchell. That's exactly what you'll find out with LaMelo Ball getting into it with Ime Udoka. They will definitely be throwing hands in
Hey,
practice.
go, LaMelo ain't finna be LaMelo finna be getting his ass kicked by Ime.
100%. That's
There ain't finna be no
seen
type
him.
of fight. That's gonna be Draymond and Jordan Poole.
Hey,
Yeah,
he may a register, boy. He may a register killer, boy. Like, you
Chill.
ever heard some stories about Ime fighting?
But LaMelo not that kid no more. Like, you know, he gives me the impression that he
Yes, he
actually
is.
wants to win and grow. He
Yes,
gives
he
me the
is.
impression when you
Nah,
look at his behind the scenes
shit.
stuff that he
He
wants to win.
gave me that
wants to win and
impression,
grow.
Jay.
That's
Jay.
what I see when I look at LaMelo Ball when he talks
Jay,
behind the
what's
scenes.
your name?
That's how I
When
look.
has he ever showed you?
Shit, Jay. That shit, I went back and watched that shit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit damn near just as bad as watching Jason Tatum. That shit be ridiculous, bro.
And I see your Jason Tatum video too, and I think you're a little harsh on JT too. But he
Nah, I ain't harsh on JT. That shit.
But you was
oh,
very
man.
harsh on LaMelo. He's an exceptional passer. He's not a good.
He
passer.
really is a good ass
No,
passer.
he's a
He's
good
an
passer.
exceptional
He's a good
passer.
He's just not a good processor all the time. Like,
But look at where he plays, and so when you have the
it's
space
just not how
that
it's not
Hornets
who he's
have,
wired to be, though, Jay. I don't think LaMelo's wired to be a point guard. I think they forcing him to be a point guard. Like, he's wired to score that motherfucker. He just does that shit because y'all see a 6'7" guy who can dribble and who can make passes with his left and right hand, and he's on target a lot of times. So y'all think, put him point guard, and it's like, nah, he's really a scorer. Like, he wants to score. He ain't never been a point guard. Like, he's never been
he was like the fusion. Like Lonzo was like the point guard.
point guard. Yeah.
Jello was like the 2 guard
Sure,
pure
yeah.
scorer.
Yeah,
LaMelo was like
a wild
the combo
card.
guard. He was like he could take over the offense and facilitate, but he's also just trying to score the ball. Like he could do both, and he's really talented.
He's talented as hell.
I just feel like he gets given the benefit of the doubt for all the nonsense he does because he's on a bad team, and I just don't subscribe to that. Like I feel like. Yeah, no, I understand. Like it's like, oh, look at this talent, and clearly he's in a bad situation.
Yeah,
that is the flaws are more evident because he's in a bad team, which I think is fair. But I think that doesn't excuse all of the bad things he does.
He does a lot of bad things.
But you know how that goes. You build bad habits on bad. You build bad habits on bad teams, right? And so
he's always had
bad habits for a decade. He's been building bad habits for a decade.
But this ain't no LaMelo play.
Building bad habits since he's 13.
But if you put him with Imo Doku, he could get rid of those
Jay, look, you don't realize like
Jalen Green fix his bad habits. Just out of curiosity, is Jalen Green fix his bad habits in your opinion?
He yes.
Just for Jay's opinion, Jalen Green's bad habits are they gone? He had 2 years of email.
That's just 2 years. I think that if you put like,
hey Jay,
hey, listen,
Jay, I also think like this. You got to think Melo's bad habits was covered up because he played with Lonzo. Like he played with a point guard. That's what I'm saying. Like even if you look at his game, he only
played with Lonzo for a year.
He was 13.
He was a freshman. Alonzo was a senior, and he went to UCLA.
No, hold on. LeVar said they've been playing together since LaMelo was like 7.
Well, yeah, we wasn't watching Lonzo as an 8th grader and LaMelo as a 4th grader. We wasn't watching that.
Jordan, you got the driveway tapes?
You can only assume.
Jordan, as a 9th grader, he was 5'3", running around shooting like this.
Jordan,
like I'm
saying,
like
on the driveway tapes.
Was giving motherfuckers 25. And they was losing their scholarships because
all I'm saying is to Jay's point, I do believe he would look a whole lot better in a more competent organization with better talent. Will he still do bullshit? Yes, that he is that type of player. But also, you guys also know that with those type of players, it's a pendulum that swings both ways. You're gonna get some wild plays, but you're gonna get some wildly great plays. You're gonna get some. He gonna throw a oop off the backboard, and it's gonna be a highlight that we see for the next 20. But and then you gonna see crazy step back threes, and then you gonna see dumbass threes. You gonna be like LaMelo, come on.
He don't shoot that well.
Jordan, you was just hyping Jordan Poole.
Yeah, come on.
It's the same thing. Yes, it is. But we seen Jordan Poole win a ring with the Warriors. Around Hall of Fame players.
Well, no one's projecting top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Jordan Poole. Right.
No, but you know that's Jordan. So that's why Jordan Cook though when you look at it because LaMelo really should probably be playing a 2, 3.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Go play with the.
I'm not mad at that. I'm really not.
And then make him the tertiary playmaker. You know what I'm saying?
And he would be a fire tertiary playmaker too.
Hey,
he's your third playmaker.
Yeah, come get it off the ball. Go to work on the wing. Attack, kick it to the big. Throw it back to the point. He can pass the ball. Yeah, shit.
If you watch him play, he's not trying to like manipulate the defense. He's looking for a shot. That's really what he's looking for. And at the last second, he has the ability to pass that motherfucker out of any angle because he's just a gifted passer. But if you watch him, that's why the defense literally don't like. People think just because you see somebody sink in that they helping. No, them motherfuckers going to get the rebound. Like I watch like what LaMelo do. They watch him in the pick and roll, and I swear to God, they're not helping. They just trying to go get the rebound. They just know he about to shoot.
You know the shot going up. I ain't really helping off you.
No, he be passing the ball.
That's his responsibility, though. That's his responsibility.
Bro, I watched Bam Adebayo let LaMelo go right past him, and he didn't even go to the goal. He just looked at him. LaMelo shot a bullshit ass shot, and he just got the rebound and just took off. That's it. That's what they do. I'm telling you, like they just watch him just do anything and just say, you know what, this motherfucker about to shoot some bullshit. We getting the rebound. We out.
Chill. I'm telling you though, LaMelo supposed. You know who LaMelo really supposed to be? Just a less athletic. He's supposed to be T-Mac. Like, come just score for no. I'm telling you, he's supposed to just be a straight bucket getter. Just get buckets.
I think he's a straight killer.
A little less, or a lot less athletic.
So they're trying to turn him into
talented of a passer.
Buckets.
Yeah, they're trying to turn him into a point guard. I don't think they need to make him play point. Hey, Mars, you remember when he had that game against the Rockets? That nigga had like 40 or some shit like that.
Bucket getter.
That was buckets. Like that shit right there is mellow. It wasn't about him trying to manipulate the defense and throw down. He was just out there cooking shit. I'm talking.
Hey,
about
Jordan and Ox. Well, really everybody up here, but Jordan, I want to start with you. So let's say you're LaMelo's agent.
Yeah.
And he's a free agent.
Yeah.
You literally can drop him wherever you want. The money's good. You ain't even got to worry about the money. The money's good. Where is the perfect scenario that you would put him in, and why?
Steph Curry. Steph Curry. The Warriors.
So they basically should have drafted him.
Amen.
Facts.
Amen.
Facts. I will put him over there because Draymond gonna teach him how to play basketball. Draymond gonna make his life a lot easier. Them motherfucking illegal screens off them handoffs. Melo gonna be cooking shit from that. Then you got Melo in transition with Steph running. That's gonna energize Steph Curry a lot more. Then you got Steph bop, kicking, swinging, and cutting and shit like shit.
They should have drafted him for sure. They definitely
should have drafted him. They should have drafted him. That's what I would go with that. Steph Curry.
I'm sending LaMelo to Chicago and letting him run and gun, man. Have fun.
Oh man, Mark, you trying
Charlotte
to
part 2?
You trying to get Billy Donovan fired.
He don't care about Melo at all.
They gonna take him right out that Hall of Fame. You put LaMelo up there.
Yeah. You trying to get Billy Donovan fired, bro. That's what Mars trying to do. Yeah, I'll tell you, I would just put him with a guy like Steph Curry, because like I said, he has the passing ability. I just don't think he need to play point. You play with somebody like Draymond with the Warriors offense, all that movement. LaMelo is very hard to fucking guard off the catch too, because he fast as hell. Like off a swing and you got to close out, you don't know if he's gonna shoot it or go by you because he's so fast. So I would love him in a structured offense.
And then Draymond to get his discipline right,
Oh yeah, he gonna get them hands right for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all seen that video of Draymond
putting a dude in the headlock?
That dude with that Jordan Poole jersey on? That shit funny as hell. I don't know if he did that shit because he was trolling or what, but that shit is ironic.
He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed because he jumped a half an inch off the ground and missed that dunk.
Yeah, he choked his ass out after that though.
Hey, he was embarrassed. He didn't know what to do.
He had to be just trolling. He just had to be just trolling.
No, he can't jump and he's psycho.
What's with the Draymond Green slander?
Yeah.
Man,
What's with
let's turn it down a notch.
I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. That's all.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
I don't know why.
I gotta put the cape on.
So you subscribe to Draymond Green being an angry black man?
Yes. Hell yeah. He's angry and he's black. And then it ain't a stereotype. It's just him. I know a bunch of angry white men.
All right, so we gonna go ahead and get into these super chats. If you have sent through a super chat, salute to you. If you haven't liked the video, shame on you. If you have subscribed, welcome to the Players Choice platform. Welcome to the panel. And if you haven't become a member yet, well, stay on the outside looking in because it is a beautiful chat that I see right now. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat going crazy. If you are in the chat, we're about to get into our top franchises in the next 5 years. So you guys talk to us and let us know who you guys think should be in the top 5. We about to jump into that right here in a second. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get into some super chats. Yo, Big Ox, can you cue them up?
Yeah, no doubt. Hold on.
Hey, Ox, I just want to say I ain't seen you in a long time.
What are you doing here, Ron? Why are you here, Ron? What's going on? Matter of fact, Ox, read the super chats. Ron, what are you even doing?
Ox isn't about to read the super chats. He's queuing them up. Can you throw that on the screen?
I promise you, Mars, you are not an advocate of violence. When I see this dude, we are boxing. I swear.
Whoa.
Chill.
Yeah, Jay, whoa.
Chill. I'll hold him. Chill. Full Nelson style.
You can't catch me, and you gonna fuck around and throw out a hip trying to hit me. Y'all better be cool. I'm telling you, y'all gonna hurt yourself trying to hurt me.
What we look like?
I got your back, Ron. I'm gonna call the police. I got you. I ain't gonna let shit happen to you.
My dog.
Chill, we don't got to chase him. We just gonna catch him slipping. That's all.
That's all. It ain't that hard to catch him slipping. It is not that hard to catch him. Hey, Jay, let me tell you something about this dude.
That's light.
Ron is the dude that know he got problems in the Bronx, but to start messing with a chick from the Bronx, and you'll catch him up there.
Hey man, you gotta take that risk, Ron.
Damn, Ron.
I ain't never been in the Bronx like that, but I done heard how they coming in the Bronx, boy. And, hey, man.
Hey, yeah, Cameron said it's something about them Bronx joints.
Yeah, I seen that.
I got a few referrals.
I heard it's a lot of water parks in the Bronx, boy.
Hey, it's something about them joints from
Hit my line. I got you.
Crazy.
I got you.
I'll at you.
I get Just
As you were
situation.
saying,
They're a little
Ron,
crazy.
you were reading the super
boy.
chats, Ron.
You know what goes crazy? You know what goes
All right,
crazy?
so we got a super chat from Shy Rankin. Shy Rankin said the obvious is OKC and the Spurs as long as Wemby's healthy.
They'd be in my top 5 for sure.
Back to that Wemby problem that I had addressed before my mic was messing up. It doesn't look like they're trying to get him to the post when he goes from 5 3-pointers a game to 9 in his second season. Right? That doesn't look like he's trying to get into the basket more. And when he's down there, he actually gets the ball down. He draws so much attention. You can see all 5 players on defense look at Wemby, and I just don't think his usage rate is where it should be down low. For them to be, once they figure that out, obviously they consensus pick, right? Of course. But until they figure that out, I think it's going to look rough for the Spurs for the next 2 years until they figure that out. How they going to get him down there?
All right, I'll start the next one up.
This is ridiculous, man.
And y'all in collaborative effort. Team
J-
project.
J2 said the Grizzlies with Ja, GG, Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, Cedric, etc.
I'm
Not
sleep.
moved.
Yeah, I'm sleep.
No.
I'm not moved.
Hey,
You
what?
just named it.
Get that shit up there. Get that
I
shit
think
up there.
potentially top 10. I'm not mad
Yeah,
at it.
top 10, cool. Like, I think they can be a team that's always in the playoffs. I don't.
That
With this
motherfucker just
current
named the whole
nucleus, I
pile
don't
of
see that
nothing
team.
right there. I ain't gonna lie.
They're not making the playoffs this year.
They're not.
I'd be
Well, I mean,
surprised.
it's
if
the
they-
next 5 years, though.
I think injuries
I know.
could get them in, but I wouldn't expect them to be in the playoffs. I expect them to be in the play-in though.
why not?
Listen, Mars, that dude just
The
named
West
the whole
is
pile
bad.
of nothing on that.
Oh,
damn
okay. It's not the Grizzlies, it's the West.
Yeah, the West. Like
Okay,
if they were in the East, I think they'd be a top 5 team.
That's fair.
So we
Rob
need to
Rod
we
sent
need to
through.
reseeding.
Might have said that.
1 through 16.
I'll
1 through
yeah,
16,
I
they
think so.
still might not make.
Hey,
No, they ain't gonna make it 1 through 16, but
Still might not make it.
You think that's 16 teams? The Grizzlies?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
They might if they get in like the 14.
I think John Morant good as a
No,
motherfucker though, so I don't know.
Nah, Marsh. They're
Cleveland's
not
better than them. The Knicks are better than them.
Orlando.
Pistons,
Yeah,
Yep,
Pistons better than
Pistons
them.
and Orlando.
Atlanta.
Boston.
Sir. Not Boston. Not
Um,
this year. Not this year. Not Boston. But
shit.
maybe next year and the year
Are
after.
we saying Philly?
No.
no.
Okay, cool.
If Joel
Philly
Embiid
might
can
be
run,
good,
we
man.
can say
Okay,
Philly is welcome run.
OKC, Houston, the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Timberwolves.
The Cavs.
I said the
Philly,
Cavs.
Oh, okay.
The
The Suns.
Spurs.
The Suns.
Who's up?
I'm only at 12, by the way, and I'm running out of teams. Like,
No, I got the Spurs.
I got the Suns.
I don't think the Spurs.
I
are
don't
better
got the
than
Suns.
them.
I don't got the Suns.
we ain't got the Jazz. We know that. We don't
The
have
Warriors.
the Pelicans.
The Warriors.
The Warriors.
Warriors,
Okay.
Yeah. Why we don't got the Suns?
The Kings.
Y'all do
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Y'all do
yeah,
realize
we
Memphis
definitely
just
better than
lost
them.
Desmond
But
Bain?
y'all-
Okay, but that all of those teams, that's 14. Dallas, we didn't say Dallas, 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah,
do
hell
realize
yeah.
that Memphis lost Desmond Bain, right?
Yes.
Why not the Suns?
The
They
Suns
got
lost
Ty
Kevin
Jerome
Durant. The
and
Suns lost
KFC.
Kevin Durant. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell
but they
you.
got
You
David
can't
Griffin.
come to me like, the Grizzlies lost Desmond Bain when the Suns lost Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
You
but
can't.
the
No,
Grizzlies
no,
lost
you don't get
Desmond
to
Bain
do
and got KCP.
You don't get to do that.
And the
You don't
Suns
get-
lost Kevin Durant and got Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. Come on now.
They lost Kevin Durant, Jordan. They lost
They
Kevin
did.
Durant.
Hey, word.
They lost the Grizzlies.
They lost Kevin Durant. They lost Kevin Durant, Jordan. They were
So-
already they were worse than the Grizzlies last year. One was in the play and one was not. One lost the better player.
That shouldn't have
And you're
happened.
saying they're gonna leapfrog them.
You are factually correct. What we do know is that shit should have never fucking happened. That's what we do know. That shit should have never happened. But you are factually correct.
I think the Grizzlies are gonna be better than the Suns. It's
Okay,
media day.
Let's
today.
just call them
Next
if we went
Monday.
through six,
I don't-
if we went to 16.
Okay.
Next
I
If
seen
we
a
went to
picture of
16,
Zion. I thought they was doing media day. Oh, okay.
that Memphis would be 14
I've seen a
or
picture
15.
with the Brooklyn Nets. So some teams might be doing media day.
Oh, the bum teams.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan Brooks
Yo-
don't move y'all like Patrick Beverly. He a winning player, boy. The motherfucker make playoffs for him.
Dylan Brooks is
We
impactful. I agree with that. Dylan Brooks.
We already had this conversation, Jen. We ran
Yeah,
down the
so
teams.
shit.
We ran
How
down.
many times he missed the playoffs?
Well, 2024, his first year in Houston, they missed.
Yep.
Dylan
Probably
Brooks,
missed
I mean,
it.
He's gonna
with
miss it
the-
this year in Phoenix.
With the Grizzlies, he was getting to it. With the Rockets, he was getting to it.
Don't do that.
We'll have to
You're not
see.
gonna miss it.
But yo, Ox, cue up that next super chat though. So we can get to this list. Ra said, not gonna lie, y'all disrespecting the Grizzlies and the Bulls.
He a Bulls fan, man.
Not enough
Shout out
disrespect to the Bulls.
Shout out to Bulls.
Shout out, Rod. Appreciate the super chat.
All right, next one we got is from Penn. You guys know Penn. Penn said everyone needs Fred. Şengün, KD, Biggs, they need a trade.
I agree. Everyone on that team is made better by Fred Van Vleet's presence.
Hey,
I'm
by
almost
the way-
positive they're
by
going
the
to make
way-
a trade.
Hey, by the way,
They got too many assets.
Ron and Mars. By the way, Dylan Brooks ain't no goddamn Pat Beal. This motherfucker missed playoffs 4 times. He been in the playoffs half his motherfucking career. Hell no. He ain't no goddamn Pat Beal.
Hey,
Huncho, aka no, this ain't that Huncho. Well, Huncho said we'll give y'all Gabe Vincent for a 3-and-D wing.
Yeah,
Your damn mind.
yeah, okay,
I
but
give your ass a prison sentence.
I'll give you a 3D wing if you just don't ever offer me Gabe
I
Vincent
give your
again.
ass $1 million fine.
Keep that nigga away from me.
Like that to me.
Yeah, word.
The worst part about that is which D and 3 wing you looking for? Because he ain't just asking for a D.
man, anyone who can
Want
shoot a
somebody
3 and
to-
play some defense is not being given up for Gabe Vincent. Anyone.
Yeah, he,
No,
but
nobody
his
giving
thing,
up shit for
with
Gabe
him-
Vincent.
with him saying that, he wants somebody on your crew specifically. That's why he's saying that.
Well, Houston don't have many guys who can shoot threes and play defense. It's
y'all gonna
Jabari.
give up Jeff
maybe
Jeff
Barry.
Green?
That's who he want, Mars.
Hell
That's
no,
what
I ain't
he
giving
want.
up Jeff Green for Gabe Vincent. Fuck that.
Jeff Green is better than Gabe Vincent. I just want to say.
Yeah. I can tell you one person that wasn't better than Gabe Vincent,
Today?
Bronny. Don't start that shit. Yeah, I can tell you that for sure. Bronny ass was not better than Gabe Vincent. Stop that bullshit.
All right, y'all. Man, Lim said, I think Houston should go after Kobe White or Walter Clayton. Kobe was one of the names I was going to get to.
And you know what? That's not a bad take at all.
Walter Clayton is crazy.
Yeah,
What do you
I wouldn't go after a rookie if I'm saying all this about Reach Up.
Like what?
I know he had his college run, so like he's more experienced, I guess, but I still wouldn't do that.
Walter
How
Clayton
y'all feel
might
about-
not play in Utah? He might not play in Utah with the shit that
I
they
don't.
have.
He's not. I don't think he's gonna be in that rotation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why the hell would we get him? We got Reed Shepard. If anything, we just play Reed Shepard.
Reed's better than Moore Clayton, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about Jared McCain? I know he's still young.
They're
but-
not gonna give up.
I don't think
Grimes
that's
would be the guy they
possible.
get off.
But Jared McCain is good. I don't think that's
Yeah,
possible.
Quentin Grimes would be the guy that
But Jared
get off.
McCain's also not a point guard, just for his work. He's not a point guard, but
Well, I mean, he just solves a couple problems. And he can't handle the ball. He might not be the best passer, distributor, but he can handle the ball. Solves pull-up threes.
Jared
He's
McCain
able to go
played
get his
solid
own.
at the point guard last year, though. Mars, he played solid. I mean, not traditional, but solid. I will
yeah,
say,
but I'm talking about Fred Van Vleet point guard. That's what I mean. He's not.
okay, sure.
When I say
Quentin
he's not a
Grimes.
point guard, that's what I'm saying.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, what,
then.
how you feel about Quentin? Jordan?
I think he helped the team. Oh, sorry.
Big guard, 6'5", really good defender. He can shoot the ball. He can score the ball. His passing, I don't know what type of passing. Like Fred Van Vleet was a really, really good passing. Like Mars said, he took care of the basketball. Fred Van Vleet was just very underrated at the simple shit he did. He kept it simple, and that's how you won a championship, keeping shit simple. But at the same time, Quentin Grimes is right there. Like he's not Fred Van Vleet, but he's right there. Like he's a better
Give
scorer.
the
than
Rockets
Fred Van
50
Vleet.
this year?
Huh?
You see Quentin Grimes give the Rockets 50 this year?
I saw it. That's why I know. Quentin Grimes from Houston, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in him. Well, he younger than me, but we kind of passed time a little bit. Quentin Grimes can play, bro. And he's a U of H guy. He's a U of H guy, too. Don't forget about that. Go ahead.
That's
get
why I
that
like
reunion
Jamal
going.
Shed too. I thought Houston were going to draft Jamal Shed, but they didn't.
Ime and Kevin Sampson, they got to do meetings every goddamn Sunday. They got to, because the way the Rockets play defense and the way the U of H play defense, them motherfuckers having coffee every Sunday, chill. They definitely doing something. They linking up.
Well,
And
Sampson,
D'Amico Ryans, too, even though Texas trash.
Samson always been Samson has always been a coach that's been preaching defense. He was like that at Oklahoma. I mean,
Yeah.
like that.
You know, he used to coach for the Rockets.
I didn't know that. Yes.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
used to
know
coach for the
was on
Rockets.
staff.
He left the Rockets to take the U of H job.
Mhm. So I'm not surprised from that at all. But this all of this stuff about Quentin Grimes sound like we got Quentin Grimes on our team, except bigger, stronger, faster, better athlete. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me, Ron. I don't know if I'm bugging out.
Shout out to Amin Grimes, man. Shout out to Amin Grimes.
Sound like we already got him on our
like
team.
Quentin.
Mm.
All right, fellas.
Like Quentin.
We're going to go ahead and transition. I do want to shout out to Hunter for becoming a member today. And I also want to shout out to all of our Hall of Famers. We got a new Hall of Famer. He goes by the name of Brett Bovia. Y'all seen him in the chat. He's been around for a long time. He sends through super chats from time to time. Brett, you are now a Hall of Famer. That comes with all the perks. That means you can get up here every Friday for Hall of Fame Fridays. That also means that in the upcoming PCL, if you want to be a judge, you can do that. And that also means that you get to join our Hall of Fame exclusive group chat with all of us in it. So hit me up on any of the Players' Choice social medias. You can hit me up directly on my social medias. I'll get you in the inner circle and I'll loop you in with all the perks that come with being an illustrious Hall of Famer. Shout out to Brett Bovia. Also, shout out to R. Wade. Shout out to Football Breakdown. Shout out to Jalmar Skeet Nielsen. Shout out to Small Boxes. Shout out
Now
to
I know what he
Kingster.
looked like. I finally know what Jalmar Skeet Nelson looked like. I was surprised.
Shout out to boy Skeet.
The name can be deceiving, boy.
What did you expect?
Habibi.
Yeah, what'd you expect? A what?
Habibi.
Oh, nice.
Shout out Teddy Hart. Shout out Rob Deere. Shout out Vale. Shout out Bulletproof, Trevi, Cheese, Joe Breezy, Worldwide Mace Television, and Multi Kenny. We got a nice group of Hall of Famers. We got a whole roster. Salute to y'all. But fellas, let's get into this list. The best franchises in the next 5 years. We're going to do this how we typically do it, and we are going to vote on how we see things. We might not get through all 30 teams, but let's at least try to get through 10 to 15.
I thought we were just doing 5. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Nah, man, we
We going to go as far as we could go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can we put OKC at 1? And we don't...
Does everybody agree OKC's a 1?
I do.
100% I do.
Over the next 5 years, I mean,
How are they going to pay these guys? How are they going to pay these guys?
It's not even about paying them more than.
I think they've actually set themselves up perfectly fine because they've set up Isaiah Hartenstein's contract to where his team option kicks in when they have to extend J-Dub and Chet. So Hartenstein's not going to be there long term. I think everyone's accepted that. OKC fans have accepted that. That's why they drafted Thomas Sorber because he's going to come in to take Isaiah Hartenstein's role. He's not playing this year because of his injury, but he's going to come in and take Hartenstein's role upcoming on his rookie contract so that they can lose Hartenstein's $28 million to then use that money to extend Chet and J-Dub without giving up their whole roster. So they've actually set up their team options to fit the timeline very well.
I'm not even talking about the big three. I'm talking about the role guys. What about?
But they've already tied them down. They extended Isaiah Joe not too long ago. They extended Aaron Wiggins. I think they're going to be fine letting Kenny Hustle go.
Never mind.
He's not going to be there long term. Topic is going to be on his rookie deal for a while. Thomas Sorber is going to be on his rookie deal. Caruso is there for the long term. The only one that they're going to have to tie down is Ludor. Like they're in a very good position. I'm not.
You got me at the one.
Still got those, and they still got those first round picks too. Don't leave that.
Yeah. OKC have set themselves up very well.
Yes,
thank you, Mars, for educating me. Put them at the one. You got me.
Mars, are you high on Thomas Sorber?
For what OKC needs, yes, I think he was the best defensive big in the draft. That's how high I am.
Yeah, that shit a little different though. That shit a little different in the NBA though, man. I don't.
For sure,
You can be a good defender, you know, over there, and then you hop in the NBA.
He's not the biggest, like he's like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, that shit.
Not the greatest athlete, but he's a really good, fundamentally sound rim protector. Really good in drop coverage. Really good targeting the ball. So I like that about him.
So Usman Garuba.
No, Garuba's nice. Garuba's allure was that he was apparently going to be able to switch and guard multiple positions. No, he didn't. But that was the allure. Thomas Sorber is like more of a pure rim protector, rim runner who showed some flashes of being able to knock down a mid-range jumper. My concerns with him are just athleticism and having a lower body injury. There's concerns there about how he's going to look in his first year in the NBA. But as a fundamentally sound rim protector, I think he has all the tools to be really good in that regard.
Let's see. You know, it looks like they want to get off of Hartenstein $28 million until shit changes. And this NBA, man, is never you never safe because shit changes, bro. Like quick, man.
They could even pick up his team option and then trade him. They could do that.
This Van Vleet injury is obvious. This Van Vleet injury is evidence of that. So.
And it ain't gonna end, God forbid, but 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be the only one for franchises, man. Like that's why I agree with Ox. You can't really say who's gonna win a championship until midway through the season. Like, to be honest with you, you can't really just put a name on it because anything can happen. The weirdest shit happens and it's over with. So,
All right, y'all. So Mars got the Thunder. Sounds like Ox got the Thunder. Chill got the Thunder. I got the Thunder. So the Thunder are going to take the number 1 spot on this. After the Thunder, who y'all got next?
That's gonna be set up for the next 5 years.
The Spurs. It gotta be Spurs at 2.
I got Orlando.
I got them at 3, but I wouldn't be mad. I would, if that's the consensus pick, I wouldn't be mad either at Orlando.
I got the Rockets.
Okay, we got one Rockets, one Spurs, one Magic. Mars, chill.
Orlando. I
Orlando.
think Orlando is really on to something with those young guys, and they're going to end it. They already bagged. They've already bagged Franz. Franz is in the fold. They got Suggs on a really good team friendly deal. Paolo's still on his Rook deal, so they're going to end up bagging him. I think that they could do something with Baines. They're going to have him now, but I think that they could do something with him in the future. And they draft really well too. So, and they got this kid Jace Richardson, who I think is going to be a player. So, I like what Orlando is doing. I definitely like what they're doing. Yes.
Who you got, Mars?
The Celtics or Nuggets.
Celtics or Nuggets? At number 2? Like next? Okay.
Why you like the Nuggets, Mars? Because I'm thinking 5 years from now, man. I can appreciate how good Joker is, but 5 years from now, Joker's gonna be 35 years old. I don't think we're gonna see the same Joker today as we saw in 5 years that we saw today. And
Mars. I just want to say, chill, Mars. Before you even answer that, and chill before you finish, I just want to clarify: it's not the best franchises in 5 years. It's who's going to be the most successful over the next 5 years.
Moving forward.
I think they can fall off and still have a really good next 3 years. But I also don't project Jokic falling off because he gets 35. I think he's gonna age very well. I think their pieces are set up to contend right now in a way to anyone who picked the Spurs. They're just not. The Spurs are 2-3 years away. The Nuggets are ready to compete right now. So let's say the Nuggets compete for the next 3 years and the Spurs are competing for the last 3 years of the 5 years and they overlap 1 year. They've basically done the same thing. So I think you guys are just looking too far in the future and ignoring that these teams have to be good in the present also. So that's why I'm a team like the Nuggets.
I picked OKC and Orlando. I think 2 good teams.
Oh no, yeah, that's why I'm talking about the Spurs picks.
Right.
I'm not.
But
thinking about the
I'm
Spurs.
going with the Nuggets just because I think they're really good and they're primed to compete right now. And I don't doubt Jokic's ability to remain healthy and elite for the next 5 years. I don't doubt that at all.
His health is my. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
We got 2 Magic, 1 Rockets, 1 Nuggets or Spurs or Nuggets or who's the other team you said? Nuggets or
Boston.
He said the Celtics. He said the Celtics.
Nuggets or Celtics. Then we got 1 Spurs. I'm actually gonna go with the Spurs as well. So now we have a 2-way tie. I'm gonna just let Jordan and Mars, you guys pick between these 2 teams. Who would you guys have between the Spurs and the Magic?
You can't have co-number 2s. No, I'll go with Orlando.
No, we can't have Kobe.
I would go with Orlando.
Okay.
I will go with Orlando too.
I'm just really worried
I'm not mad
about
at
this.
that.
I know I'm in a minority, and I know how you guys feel about Wemby because I feel the same way about him. I just worry about what this thing is going to look like 5-6 years from now with Wemby because I know big guys like that, how they age and how their body is. That's the thing I'm worried about with him, with knees and injuries. That's the thing I'm worried about with him. And I think he takes care of his body like no other. There's plenty of guys, especially young guys, that take care of their bodies. But I feel like Wemby's done something different. But I'm just worried about that archetype of body. I've seen that before, and I've seen guys like that as they've aged. Like the timeline on them, it ends really quickly.
That's
like
right.
they're one of those guys that when it happens fast.
Yeah, that's valid.
All right, y'all. So we have the Thunder at number 1, the Magic at number 2, which it's not crazy, but it's just like shocking that the Magic have got this good this fast and that we got them at this point on the list, just based on the last 10 years from the Magic. But next
isn't
up,
this who they are, Ron? Isn't this who Orlando is? Like we saw them come into the league, and then they get Shaq, and then they get Penny Hardaway, right? And then
that was in the 90s.
Okay, and then move to the 2010, move to the 2000s. They get Dwight Howard, right? And then they trade for the Turkish dude, Turkoglu, right? And they get Hidul Turkoglu, and they get Rashard Lewis. I mean, like, so this Orlando team, they kind of got this way of finding themselves at the top of the league. Yeah, they just have a tendency to do that.
It's a roller coaster.
All right, after the Magic, Jay, I'm pretty sure you still got the Spurs.
I do. I'm high on the Spurs in the next 3 years. I'm high on the Spurs.
All right. Jordan, who you rocking with? You staying with the Rockets?
Yeah.
Mars, I'm assuming you're still staying with the Nuggets? Ox, chill. How you guys feeling?
I like this Houston team, man. I think they own to something in Houston. I do. I definitely think they on to something. They're gonna lose KD in the next 2 years, but I think that they're gonna. But the way that front office has been, I think that they're gonna fix that. And I think Amin Thompson, I think Sengun, and the fact that they were able to keep their core after trading for KD, I think that makes them even better.
Yeah. Well,
like I wouldn't be able to get with it, guys. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be able to get with it if they would have lost Sengun and Jabari. Even if they were able to keep Jalen Green, but if they would have lost them two dudes, I would have been able to get with it. But the fact that they were able to keep their core and Amin Thompson, yeah, I'm rolling with.
Why are you higher on the Rockets and the Timberwolves?
Why am I higher on
Good question.
The Rockets and the Timberwolves?
Well, they ended up losing Alexander Walker. I do like this kid Dillingham. I want to see more of him, and I do like Shannon. But I feel like the upside to Houston with what they have in terms of Amin Thompson, because I think Amin is better than any of their young guys over there. That doesn't include Anthony Edwards. I'm not talking about him. No, that doesn't include Anthony Edwards. But there are other young guys. I think he's better than Shannon. I think he's better than Dillingham. I think in the next 2 years, I think the Rudy Gobert experiment, I think that they're going to go the other way with that. I don't feel like that with Houston, with Sengun. I think in 2 years, I think he's going to be. One more time.
What about KD?
Well, with KD, that's the thing. With losing KD, I think that they can replace that because they've already had an identity before KD came over there. And I think that those guys are going to be better scorers. I think that those guys they're already going to be awesome on defense. I think they're going to be better scorers with KD on the roster, and I think that's going to help them. I do think that Minnesota, I think that they are better defensively with Rudy, but I'm not sure how much that's going to translate when they lose him. That's the thing that I'm thinking about. I feel like Houston's their upside when they lose KD. I think it's a lot better.
Big Ox, who you rocking with?
I would have to go with the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets are obviously really good right now. I think they got better in the offseason. And them dudes aren't old. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to be good for the next, 3, 4, maybe 5 years.
All right, well, that gives us a three-way tie because I'm rocking with the Spurs. So now we got to get the chat involved. And you guys are going to tell us between the Rockets, Nuggets, and Spurs, which team do you guys think is going to be the most successful in the next 5 years?
Yeah. I mean, personally, with that Spurs take, I was going to take them next because I think they're a playoff team this year. I don't think they're that far away. I think they're going to the playoffs this very season.
Mars, you brought up that Boston team. I don't. Maybe it's because this might be a gap. I'm thinking gap year for Boston. I'm straight sleeping on them. They're going to still be good. They still are going to be.
Yeah,
good. Get Jason Tatum back.
Depends on him being Jason Tatum when he gets back.
Yeah,
but if he is, then they're right into contention for the next 4 years.
They're right back in the middle of it. Yes, they are. So I think they're going to be right back in the middle of it, unless he breaks down again. Unless this what we saw was the beginning and the end, and I don't think so. I don't. I'm straight sleeping on them. They're going to be right back in the middle of it. Yes, they are. Yeah, and they got smart people in their staff too, Ron. Don't leave that part out.
I'm gonna let this poll run for about another minute, and then we'll go from there. It looks like the Spurs are off to a quick start, the Nuggets are off to a quick start, but the Spurs are catching up. So we'll see what direction it goes. Shout out to these three teams, though.
That's interesting. What if something happens to Jokic, right? What happens to the Nuggets? The Nuggets are easily a bottom 5 team in the NBA.
Yeah, if
something
well, wait a minute. But wait a minute. Okay, see, here's the problem.
Something happens to Wemby.
This is it. Right. We could do that with everybody, right? If something happens to, like you just said, what happens to Anthony Edwards? Like, what happens to Minnesota if Anthony Edwards ain't on that roster?
Okay, that's fair. I think about it as how much worse is Jokic going to get on defense as he gets older, and what is that going to mean for them? That's how I look at it when I think about Jokic and Nuggets. I don't think about the talent. You're right. How much worse can he really get? That's true, Mars. I agree with you there. That's what you were saying, and I agree. But as he gets older, he's going to get slower. He's going to get less likely to move laterally, which you already can't do as is. So I think about how much more teams are going to abuse Jokic when it comes to just having him on high pick and roll and just abusing him, doing whatever they want to him on the high pick and roll. And I think that's disastrous for Nuggets. I think the Nuggets really don't have an answer for that. How much longer is Aaron Gordon going to be your premier defender and saying, okay, well, I'm just going to throw Aaron Gordon out there to try to disrupt whatever other teams are doing.
Well, Peyton Watson would be the one they're hoping to.
And Peyton Watson.
Christian Brown obviously taking another jump. My only concern with the Nuggets is Jamal Murray.
Well, don't forget about Bruce Brown jumping off the platform. Don't forget about that.
Bruce Brown's not going to be there in 5 years, but Jamal Murray is the one I'm
guessing. You swiping know that?
5 years? Come on, man. How old is
I don't
Bruce
think
Brown? Like,
Sniper knows that.
31? Is Bruce Brown not like 31? Or am I tripping?
He's
Something
still
like
jumping
that.
off a platform.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
something like that.
Bruce Brown, if he's still there in 5 years, shout out to him.
Yo,
my
well,
fault, you just turned 29. My fault.
And
Yeah,
he's a tertiary ball handler too, boy. They ain't giving up no damn tertiary ball handler like that.
yo, shout out to Swiper. Also, shout out to the Spurs because you guys ran or I ran the poll and you guys voted for the Spurs #1. The Nuggets did come #2, but I do want to say shout out to the chat because you guys do have a say in some of the things that we do, and you guys will be the reason why the Spurs are #3 on this graphic when we post it on social media. So salute to y'all. But the Spurs are #3. So let's dive into #4. Who you guys got after the Spurs? Chill, Jordan, are you guys sticking with the Rockets?
I'm sticking with the Rockets, man. I just really think Şengün and Amin Thompson development over these next 5 years, especially if we keep them, I think it's gonna do waves, man. I think it's just and with some of the other guys that we got, I think it's gonna do wonders. I think we just getting slept on right now.
I would definitely say I definitely want to say the Celtics.
Damn,
Definitely,
Chill,
yeah.
how the hell we gonna go to the Celtics?
Like I said, I want to say the Celtics, but I'm gonna stick with Houston. I do.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, Ron, the only reason why, I don't know, that was Mars asked the question about why we hiring the Rockets and the Timberwolves. I'm uncertain to see what the Timberwolves front office is gonna do, bro. Like they front office kind of scare me a little bit. I don't know how significant they're gonna put pieces around Anthony Edwards. I don't even know how long Anthony Edwards is gonna stay in Minnesota, to be real. Hopefully it's for the next 5 years, but them motherfuckers can't keep stars. They got a history of that shit. So
They kept KG for what? 11, 12 years?
got rid of him. He won a championship. Then they had
Yeah, but they kept him for 12 years.
Then
That
they
means
had
that the Edwards was the best in
Starberry
12.
Marbury first.
Kevin Love was there for a little while too.
Whoa.
7 years.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Stephen
Kevin
Love.
Love. But shit, in 5 years, Anthony Edwards gonna be in what year? What 10? Shit.
Yeah.
So shit, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, man, they don't do a good job of building a team around people in Minnesota like that. Like, I'm still not happy with what they did with Anthony Edwards this offseason. Like, we could be optimistic, but they didn't really move the needle for me. With Anthony Edwards.
They haven't added anyone, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they lost somebody. So I'm just not. I don't. Minnesota just don't. I just feel like they might do a disservice to Anthony Edwards.
All right, well, we got 2 Rockets. Mars, you staying with the Nuggets?
Denver to
Ox, you staying with the Nuggets? Mm-hmm. Jay, who you rocking with?
No, this is tough.
You better not say no damn Knicks. I know that shit. I better not hear no damn Knicks. I know that.
I
I
think
know much.
Well, I'll take right now.
I'm actually not mad at the Knicks.
Not in no top 5.
Here,
Mars.
yeah,
I'll
here,
tell you
That's
right
what I'm
now.
talking about. That's what I'm talking
And mark my words when I say this, because when it happens, I'm gonna look at you, Chill, and I'm gonna point at you. If Anthony Edwards do leave Minnesota, guess where he's going?
Okay.
Guess where he's going?
Hell no, you don't
And-
need Anthony Edwards
and
no goddamn New York.
I'll put up for his contract myself
Like,
if necessary.
all the people
Get him out
watching.
here in New York. Nah,
Man,
I'm probably.
hell no. Anthony Edwards gonna have 58 kids in New York.
Hey man, and we're gonna take care of all of them out here. You feel me? We like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna rock a little. I'm gonna go with Houston. I do see what y'all see with the talent. I'm really high on Amin Thompson too, and I think he takes that leap for them in the next 2 years. And I think he's that guy for them.
We need one more person for the Rockets to take a leap too. Maybe it is Reed Shepard, Ron. Maybe it is Reed Shepard.
LOL, it's a trade. That's what it is. That's the next thing that y'all need.
All right, well, the Rockets are #4 on the list. This is what we're looking at right now. We got the Thunder, the Magic, the Spurs, and the Rockets. At #5, y'all, how are we feeling? Ox and Mars both have the Nuggets. Chill, Jordan, Jay, who you guys rocking with?
I go Nuggets.
The Celtics.
Jay?
I'm gonna go Celtics. I'm just not sold on the Nuggets, guys. I'm sorry. I think once Jokic starts to go down, and I think he will. Not soon, hopefully. I love the basketball.
But you're sold on the guy with the 20 Phillies.
I think that JT's floor, right, as a 6'9" guy who can pass the ball and has good defensive instincts, and like, he can play defense, and I think he'll still be a good rebounder. I think even his floor is still contributing to a championship team. Like, I think it's still a major contribution to a championship team with Jaylen Brown still healthy. I like how they went out and got Anthony Simons, who probably won't be there in 5 years, but I think that's a great pickup for them.
We know the Celtics have lost Drew Holiday and Porzingis this offseason, right?
They did. Yes, sir.
But they still have paid
Because they couldn't afford them, right? We know that, right?
But they had pieces that they can move around like Anthony
the owner
Simons.
sold the team because they were becoming too expensive, right?
Yes, Mars. Yes.
We know that their best player.
We shouldn't be at the
tore
Celtics
his Achilles.
this early.
Yeah, we know that best player tore his Achilles, right?
And their second best player is not that far.
We know that best player. Their second best player just had a torn meniscus, right?
You know, a meniscus injury ain't that bad though, Mars.
And he was just racing.
Yeah, meniscus injury ain't that bad.
That boy almost lost that race too.
All meniscus
hamstring.
ain't created equal. The fact that you tore it once is already on.
Everyone up here has acknowledged that this year for the Celtics is a write-off, right?
Yeah.
This year is a throwaway, and the next season is a question mark because even next season, if Jason Tatum comes back, they still don't got the roster.
Yeah, first year,
like Porzingis is gone, Drew's gone. The roster went downhill while JT got hurt. JB showing his how his meniscus was torn. I seen he was running, but being able to run don't mean you could go this way. You know what I'm saying? The lateral, the side to side stuff, the jumping and all that. The roster is in shambles. The best player. It has a torn Achilles. We shouldn't even be talking about the Celtics right now. The Celtics should be somewhere around 11, 10. Maybe even 12.
Hey, I talked to quite a few NBA guys, and I asked them about that 2 guard, and a lot of them really think Jaylen Brown is probably the best 2 guard in the NBA.
I think he's probably second or third myself. I'm very high on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, a lot of people really think.
The roster though. The roster.
Guy.
We're talking about the whole roster. We haven't talked about Dallas yet. We haven't talked about the Lakers yet. We're still working the Cavs. We're still working on getting the Knicks. The Knicks. We haven't talked about Detroit. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason we should be bringing up the Boston Celtics right now.
I agree.
And I'm glad you said that. Let me go with Detroit.
You know what I'm saying? Where's
Detroit? They was the next pick.
You taking the Pistons over you guys?
I do not.
I know. I said the Knicks. I said the Knicks already. I think.
You do not want.
He chose to say the Pistons. You think the Pistons are better than you guys?
I love basketball before I love the Knicks, right? I love basketball before I love the Knicks, and I'll tell you this: I am so high on Kay. Nobody on this panel, I don't care who it is higher on Kay Cunningham than I am. I think Kay Cunningham is a top 5 player in the next 5 years, 100%, and nobody's higher on him than me. I
don't know if I'm that high. You might be a little too goddamn high. You might be high.
I'm super high on Kay Cunningham.
You might be out shrooms.
Kate is tough.
He's so tough on both sides of the ball, and I really think Drench, go ahead and go break down some film because I'll be watching. Go break down some film. Kay Cunningham. The way he creates for his teammates, and he really doesn't have the roster. Like he's a floor raiser to me. He's really raising the floor of those guys that aren't what he's bringing them to be. I love Kay Cunningham. I love him to death, and I wish he would come to the Knicks.
Nah, I'm high on Kay Cunningham too. I'm high on him. I'm delusional that he's 6'8". I really think he's 6'8". I'm serious. I seen him in person. I seen Kay. I think I told y'all this before. It was before Kate even was like in college. He was playing in high school. He was still like, about to be a freshman in college. And he was playing against some NBA dudes. Talking about like Marcus Smart, TP, Taurean Prince. Killing them. And that's when I was like, that motherfucker got some game. He was winning all the games. I'm like, nah, that motherfucker cold.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's
We saw him in what you call it. We seen him in San Francisco in the lobby. I
didn't see him. I didn't see him.
I saw him in San Francisco.
We wasn't as
Me and
famous.
Jordan were having nap time. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, man. We wasn't as famous as you, Chill. They didn't put us in a nice hotel like that. They put us in the slums down the street.
That's not what I'm saying. Where we met up,
one bed in the room, right, Jordan?
Actually, where we met up.
Hey, was it a queen size, king size, or was it a twin?
It was a tight fit. It was snug. It was snug.
No, I don't know what Mars had. I know what I had. He wasn't in my fucking bed. I can tell you that. Don't let Mars run away with that. That was a mistake. I said that.
It was a mistake that you said. Okay, I got you. Now, Ron, you should definitely get the Lakers on here before we get the Celtics on here, though.
Yeah, well, I mean that's up to y'all.
Let's reel that Celtics talk.
So
they need to get their roster together.
Yeah,
that was a good point, Ox. That was a good point.
So the Nuggets are 5th. At number 6, who are we rocking with?
I got the Timberwolves till they make it.
I'm with you, Mars. I got the Wolves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, underestimating.
I can go that route. I can go that route with the Wolves. I'm gonna go with the Lakers though.
Over Timberwolves?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers always have the avenue to just trade for Wemby. I can't really argue too much with the Lakers because the Lakers are the only franchise, not the only one, but like the most clear one. Is like you can't see 5 years in the future with the Lakers.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. Anything can happen. Bron probably still gonna be on the team. Like I don't know.
Like if somebody was to come from the future 5 years from now and say that player X, Y, or Z played for the Lakers, it would not be unbelievable. Like if anybody, like you could literally say anybody in the league. If somebody was to come and say in 5 years from now, Wemby would be on the Lakers, I wouldn't be surprised.
If somebody said to you 5 years from now, Cade Cunningham is their starting league guard, I ain't surprised to hear that.
That would be ridiculous.
That would not.
Yeah, so I'm fine with the Lakers here just because like
Lakers.
they're such a.
It's the Lakers.
It's so hard to.
But we're not going off for nothing that they have going right now. We're just going off for hypothetical.
Going right now.
No, we are.
They got something going on right now.
You have a top 5 player on the planet in the prime of their career. That gives you action at being good for a little while, at least.
Okay.
So.
And Bron's still elite.
It's still Bron.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
true.
you know what I mean? And plus, like Giannis will be there soon. Before y'all know, Giannis will be there.
I hope not.
I can guarantee you Giannis is going to be a Laker.
So we might as well say Warriors then. Giannis is going to go to the Warriors.
No, because the Warriors aren't the Lakers.
Yeah, you don't want to know where I'm going to have the Warriors.
Yeah.
You don't want to. We might not get there today. I ain't going to lie.
Hey,
All right, so Mars, you still got the Wolves?
Yeah, I got the Wolves.
Ox, Lakers or Wolves?
Said Lakers already.
Yeah, that cartel really got you, huh? Chill. Who you rocking with?
Trailblazers.
Blazers.
Yes.
The Blazers over.
Chill. You said that earlier. Please walk me through what you see with the Trailblazers because I do not see it.
So we'll start with what they have at the helm. I think Chauncey Billups is a lot better coach than what you guys give him credit for. Even though he started off slow, I think he started off with a lot of young guys, but I think he's in a position now where the guys that he has, these guys are actually turning into players. I think Danny Advia, I think he could be an all-star this season. I think he's materialized into a really good player. I didn't realize that he was 6'9", so a lot of the stuff that he takes advantage of makes more sense now. Him getting to the rim, him being able to score over smaller guys, that makes a lot of sense. I think that Scoot Henderson, to counter Ox's point, Scoot Henderson is a lot better than Ox thinks he is.
It's time for you to get off that train, Chill.
I'm not getting off of that. I think Scoot Henderson is a 17 to 19 a game, 8 guy. And the fact that he's got Damian Lillard to actually show him how to play the lead guard position, I think that that's even better for him. I think Donovan Clingan is one of the best big defenders in the game, even at this young age that he is. And I think he's just going to get better, barring any health issues. The fact that they got Drew Holiday right now, I think that really also helps Scoot Henderson. And I feel like this team is just on their way with Kamara, who's one of the best wing defenders in the game. I just think that they're on their way to being something really special. And the fact that they're not really paying anybody like heavy dough. So Klingen's still on his rook deal. Sharp's still on his rook deal. Mars, just so you know, we're getting off of Grant. That's gonna happen. Just so you know, we're getting off of him.
Ain't nobody in the league taking
I like how
it's
you
not.
knew my face was about one.
Yes,
man. I like
it's
that.
not happening. It might not be happening as quickly as you think, but we're getting off of Grant. Yes, but the fact that we got Sharp still on his rook deal, the fact that you got Klingen still on his rook deal, the fact that you got Kamara still on the cheap, and eventually you're going to have to pay these guys, but I think that you're going to get them at a really good price. And the fact that these guys are getting better, I just love the upside of the Trailblazers. And I got them making the playoffs this year to validate the point that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do.
To validate the point that, you know, guys being good right now, they won 36 games last year. I got them winning anywhere between 42 to 45 games this year, and I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Sure, there's not enough basketball games for them to win that many.
Well, it was enough for them.
They're not going to be good in Portland's not going to be good for 3 seasons.
Why not? Why wouldn't they be good for 3 seasons?
Because the other teams in the West, so they'll be good, but relative to the other teams, they're not going to be that good. Like for the next 3, I can't see past 3 seasons. Really can't. You know what I'm saying? Just obviously, I can't see that far as where everything's going to happen. But I can see these next 2 seasons, Portland's not going to be in there. They're not going to be able to infiltrate that tier. This can't happen.
This is the same Trailblazer team that they were at the bottom of the league 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, and they've just gotten better. I mean, they had some injuries. They've had some guys underperform. And now these guys are just coming in healthy. Drew Holiday's actually bought into what they're trying to do because initially he didn't really want to be there. But if you look at the group and he's seen the group and he's like, you know what? this can work. And he's a West Coast guy too, so I think it helps him out.
Yeah.
I just like what they're doing in Portland.
Right. Only thing I'm saying, Chill, is that I can name 6 West teams right now that they will not be better than in the next 2, maybe 3 seasons. So they would definitely at the best be a play-in team for the next 3 years because of Denver, Dallas.
And then Ron gonna owe me $100.
Because of Denver, Dallas,
Me?
OKC, Houston, Denver, Dallas, OKC, Houston, Minnesota, LA, both LAs. Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Who else we been, Chill?
So
Ron and who else?
The Spurs. Chill for the next 2 seasons.
I
The
think that's
best they can
incredible.
do is 7 or 8.
And it's interesting you say that, Ox. So 2 years ago, when I told you that the Houston Rockets would be a top 5 seed, would you buy that? 2 years ago, when I told you that.
The fact that you knew that is even more to my point why they can't do it, because the Houston Rockets, teams like that, they beat them to the punch. A lot of times when we fighting, Chill. A lot of times when we fighting, it's really about who gets hit first. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we hit first. We up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Houston Rockets,
it just took them too long.
And the Houston Rockets have hit first, and I'm not going to argue that point. But what I'm also not going to completely just disregard is how much better the Trailblazers have gotten. I mean, they were last place in the Western Conference. They were fighting for a play-in spot, which I think this season coming up, they're going to make the playoffs, playing into the playoffs. I think they're going to be anywhere between 7 and 9. And then I think after that, they improve even more. I think that in the next 3 years, they could be a top 5 seed in the Western Conference, considering the talent that they have. I think that there's an upside that you guys aren't seeing that I see.
How does top 5 seed in the West put? But no, because you've already said you have the Cavs winning the championship next year.
This season.
Ain't no,
that's part of the next 5 years.
For that shit,
so
bro.
how are the Portland Trailblazers going over the Cavs over the next 5 years when you've already penciled in a Cleveland Cavaliers championship?
Well, this season.
Yeah, but that's over the next. That's included, right?
Did I not say the Cavs already?
No.
Did I not say the Cavs already?
The Cavs aren't on the list, and the Cavs are young too.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense to me.
The Cavs up that right. The Cavs are ahead of the Trailblazers. I think that the Trailblazers will be ahead of the Cavs moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna spend your $100 on something nice. Because ain't no way the Cavs making it.
I still have yet to see my $100, by the way, but that's another subject.
You talking about that $100 you got from Ron Dunn?
What $100 I got from Ron? What are you talking about?
He wishes he got $100.
No, shit. We gonna have to.
That's what you talking about.
Yo, Chill. I'll hold him.
You wonder
why
when I see him. You wonder why. So
Chill doesn't have the new age technology where I could send him the money instantly.
Stop the old shit, Ron.
Damn.
Stop with the old shit, Ron.
Damn,
that was a low blow.
I'm more technologically
you don't get to
advanced.
disrespect.
But to Mars's point, I think that
tenderize
the
your
Cavs.
midsection.
But to Mars's point, I went with the Trailblazers because the Cavs I think are better right now, and maybe over the next. I think they're built to win right now. And as much as I love Evan Mobley, I think that, and with Darius Garland, I think that if they win, I don't think that we're going to see this team together much longer. I think that they're going to do something different. I think that considering they already paid Evan Mobley, in addition to paying Evan Mobley, they already got Darius Garland on a max deal. With them having Darius Garland on a max deal, they got Donovan Mitchell on a max deal. If they end up winning it, yes, I can see them hanging on, but I don't see them staying together for that much longer, considering what the money is going to look like. As opposed to the Trailblazers, I think that we still got guys on rook deals. We got young guys, and we're on our way this way. That's why so for the short term, yes, Cleveland. For the next 5 years, I think it's the Trailblazers.
All right, so Chill got the Cavs. Mars, you got the Wolves. Jay and Jordan, who you guys got?
I got Pistons, man. I think y'all really.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Pistons on this one.
Okay.
Really undervaluing Kate Cunningham here.
Who did Ox have?
Did
he say who he had?
Did he say Lakers?
He did say the Lakers. Yeah. So I got the Wolves. So we got a 2-way tie between the Wolves and the Pistons. Chill. Out of those two teams, who would you take?
The Wolves and the Pistons?
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen the best of Detroit yet. I think we're close to the best of Minnesota. So over the next 5 years, I would have to say Detroit.
Okay.
I think we're closer to the top with Minnesota than we are with Detroit.
All right, so the Pistons are 6th on this list. Before we move on to the next team, I do maybe maybe want to sway you guys with something that is recently just happened. You know, maybe things are on the up and up, down under in New Orleans, as we can see Zion looks.
He heard you, Ox. He heard you, Ox.
Damn, Zion got
He's
a
staying out of the Po Boys.
He ain't
He's
one of them.
staying out of the Po Boys, Ox.
He ain't one of them dudes Tyler Creator described in them interviews. Zion, boy, he must have not stayed in New Orleans for the summer. He must have been out. He must have been out in goddamn Seattle or some shit. When it rains, it pours out there.
No, he didn't.
He didn't change. Is that Photoshop?
It might be. I don't know.
That boy lost a couple inches off his neck for sure. He lost a couple inches off his neck.
That ain't Zion, bro. That's a whole different brother.
I really don't think. What this is Lion Williamson. This is Lion Williams.
I was gonna say something else, but that ain't appropriate for the show.
You can't drop that type of weight that fast, bro. No way.
Ox,
that's Lion Williams.
Ox, you've said to me countless times about Luka hearing the chatter and getting serious about it and getting himself in shape. You don't think Zion heard you?
That's not the same. That's not the same thing. Luka, you know, he chiseled up. He not even so much chiseled as he just tightened up. Luka just tightened up where his body was. He doesn't Luka like his mass doesn't look so much smaller where it just looks tighter. Zion looks like that's a half of Zion.
Sliced up. Yes,
that's
sir.
an ion right there. Like what is
Hey, Ox, what's the one thing? Hey, what's the one thing that be taking to lose the weight?
Oh, Zippy?
This is Zion.
Zion. What? Nah, for real. That's I just can't believe that picture. No way. But with that being said, though, chill. Like I said before, I think if Zion stops, just maybe lays off the weights, you know what I'm saying? Workout, but stop eating steel. You know what I'm saying? Stop eating the metal. Stop eating the weights. You know what I mean? Like just do some band. do some band workouts. You know what I mean? Some plyometric stuff. Run, balance stuff. You know what I'm saying? Work on that. Stop eating the weights and stop eating the po' boys. I think he could definitely.
Which he just did, Ox. The last time we seen him was his last game last season was in March. That was 6 months ago.
That boy said, and now the joy is Zion. Tell you, boy been on it. That boy been on it this summer, boy.
Yeah, Zion. Hey, Zion coming back to get everything that y'all said he couldn't have. Woo, let's go.
Now look, I'm gonna tell you like this though, chill. If Zion did lose a whole 95 pounds, because that's what that looked like. If he lost a whole 95, a whole person, yeah, they're in trouble.
Hey, I'm just saying,
because he's still strong. You know, he's still strong as hell.
Ox, that brother beating them Tyler the Creator allegations right there. I'm telling you, brother, he passed them Tyler the Creator allegations, bro. That boy lost a couple inches off his neck. Nah, I don't know, bro. That might be fake. I don't know, but hey, man, shout out to Lauren Hill. Shout out to Tyler the Creator. Hey, man, shit is up.
Nah, hey, I'm excited now. I mean, I already was excited, but I'm excited with what's gonna come in the Pelicans or with the Pelicans. But does this sway you guys at all? Anybody?
He gonna look good in designer on the bench now. It's gonna fit him better.
Yeah, no, they still
you know
not
my
good.
take on motherfuckers sitting on the bench with all their fucking jury on and shit.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's one thing I've been waiting for Adam Silver to drop the hammer on. I want him to just make an announcement. I want him to do it like under the bright lights, like one of them lights where he got the podium in the back and said, "Here today, it's 7:00. No more fucking jury on the bench." I want him to say it just like that too.
You want him to do like he addressing the union, like the president with the whole shit behind him, the NBA logo behind him.
Getting that big ass motherfucker got big ass. They doing it in football now. This shit is crazy.
They shining though.
Football now, boy, motherfucker.
They shining though.
Wow.
Man.
You know.
Why you don't like it, Jordan? Why you don't like it?
Because I think that's why they want to miss games. They want to sit on the sideline with their big ass earrings and jury all over the damn place now. They want to look cute on the sideline and shit now. That's what they doing. That's why.
Hey, Jordan, but before you know it, they're gonna start being able to wear them earrings in the game.
Oh, for sure. Then they're gonna wear their helmets half up. And then in the NBA, they're gonna wear these big ass chains. Like I know they let Michael Jordan wear that shit for a little bit. They better not ever come up with that idea here. No.
Them niggas gonna have big ass roasts. But
Yeah.
the thing
Hey,
about it,
we
though,
gonna
the
stop
thing
seeing
about
these
it,
niggas dunking. That's how
y'all
big
got
that
niggas
change is gonna
in
be.
the locker room, bro. They serve no
They
purpose.
can't
with
jump
them
no
big-
more.
All the camera time on them motherfuckers.
Well,
Am I
Jordan, you
bugging
got to understand though. That's better. That's better than Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're recruiting. That's recruiting
sure.
right there. They out there
Recruiting
they
what?
fishing.
Recruiting the wrong thing.
You know
Recruiting
what they
who?
recruiting?
Who they
recruiting
fishing
the
for?
wrong thing.
You know what they fishing for? They out there just like, yo, I'm this is what I'm here for right
And
now.
that's why Zion
where
getting
mine
in
at?
trouble right now. That's how he met Mariah right there. He was sitting on the bench with all the motherfucking chains on. What's the word, Chill? Poach.
He don't.
That's the
Nah,
word,
he
poach.
just don't. He just don't got.
And she poached him, and he fell for it.
Adam Silver don't got enough David Stern in him. He ain't never gonna do nothing like that.
Hey, Ox, I'm about to start recruiting too.
Oh, we on,
Holla.
Ron? Okay, Ron.
That ain't big enough. That ain't big
Holla
enough.
at him.
Hey, I
Holla
ain't
at
gonna
him.
lie.
We're gonna have to
I'm a
figure.
hypocrite
We're gonna have to
right
work
now.
something
I'm on
out.
the bench right now, Hey, Chill, I'm on the bench.
Why you got him tucked, Jordan? Put them chains out, man.
Hold on, Ron. Take that
All
off.
right. My bad.
Nobody chasing me.
Wait,
I just
take
want to
that
let y'all know. I want to let y'all know before y'all make any assumptions. This is fake. Everything is fake. Dude, fake.
Let me
I'm just
Jay, let me
letting
tell you
y'all know.
something. Jordan is not in Crown Heights. Jordan is not in Brownsville. He ain't coming up there. Hell no.
Shit, I would
That
go over
is
there with
fake.
my little shit. I would tuck
Nah.
this shit in Brownsville too. In
Hey,
Brownsville,
everything
nigga, I'll be
I
like
wear-
this.
Fake.
Jordan is that dude.
I wear fake
Jordan
shoes.
want to know where we going, and he want to know why we going up there.
Oh,
He
yeah,
ain't
Because he a smart
absolutely.
man. He a
I
smart
know
man,
this.
damn
I'm
it.
just letting y'all know this is fake.
And
I
Jordan,
don't
if I come to
have-
Houston, I'll do the same shit. I'm checking in with you first. Where can I go? Where do I stay? I'm ducking my head taco.
Jordan
All
is
that.
in
What?
Manhattan. Like, what am I doing in Brownsville? Why am I in Brownsville? No, you don't want to go up to no Brownsville. No, you don't
Hell
wanna do
yeah.
that.
He wasn't
nah,
doing.
yeah.
He wasn't doing that when he was running around the Tenderloin. 1
You a
a.m. in the
damn lie.
morning.
That was Swiper. Swiper was a man of the people. Swiper see all those dead bodies on the street. He walking right past them, giving them high fives and shit. I'm like,
Don't run.
Yeah, he talking about don't run. Shit, nigga, I'm about to take off, bruh. Bro, me, Ron, and Dave trying to go get some food. It's nothing but goddamn zombies out there. Swiper giving them high fives and shit. Talking about good morning. Come on, like the motherfucker sleep. We turn around on Swiper ass. Swiper walking through the jungle. Whole time Mars sleep.
All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and finish the list. So as of right now, we got at number 1, we got the Thunder. At number 2, we got the Magic. At number 3, we got the Spurs. 4, we got the Rockets. 5, we got the Denver Nuggets. And at 6, we have the Detroit Pistons. We got 4 more teams to get on this list. We're going to go up to 10. Who are you guys rocking with next after the Pistons? Margie, stay with the Wolves?
So they make it.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
Wait. When did the Pistons get here?
They was the tiebreaker, and Chill broke it.
Let me see real quick, Ron. What are we working with? Oh, you don't got it up no more? Okay.
Yeah, I got it up right there.
Shit.
Hold on, wait. I got you. All right, this is what the list is looking like right now.
Nuggets after the what? The Lakers over the Pistons over the Lakers?
Yep.
You were the only one that voted for the Lakers.
Oh, for real? Well, yeah, I got the Lakers till they make it.
Jay, Jordan, Chill.
We got people between the Pistons and the Lakers.
Nice. It's between whoever you want.
The Cavs.
It's the list right now.
You know,
I ain't that high on the Lakers, bro. I think the Lakers might stink in 5 years, to be
I
real.
think so too. I'm on the Cavs.
I ain't rocking with the Cavs as long as they got somebody, but shit.
Somebody who Jordan? Who's that somebody that you talking about, Jordan?
As long as
Who you
they
talking
got
about, Jordan?
all right, let me rephrase it. As long as they got that somebody as a number 1 option, I ain't rocking
Who
with
is that somebody that you talking about, Jordan? I don't know what you mean when you say that somebody. Name names.
Scammervin Mitchell.
Scammervin?
Yeah, he's scamming the shit out y'all, boy. Y'all, that first team All NBA shit was a scam.
What I do
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, I
That
agree
shit
with that.
was a scam.
What I do know for a fact, Ron, is if what I think is going to happen and what I think he's going to do, if that happens, Drenchy up here, he going to eat crow. Yes, he is. 100%.
Hey, is it gonna be barbecue crow, baked crow, grilled crow?
Well, he from Houston, so it's going to be barbecue.
Oh yeah, we rock that. I'm about to say I need to get me some barbecue this weekend.
Yeah, he's from Houston, so it's going to be barbecue.
Hey,
no doubt.
Chill. I just want I want to let y'all know. I tried to give Donovan Mitchell the benefit of the doubt. I was gonna do a film breakdown. I asked the fans, who y'all want to see me do a film breakdown? Anthony Edwards, Wemby, Dejounte Carrington, and Donovan Mitchell. Would you believe Donovan Mitchell came in last? So I had no choice but not to do it.
But you know he's not gonna be Dejounte.
She came in third, but Donovan Mitchell came in last for sure.
I believe it.
I was trying. I was gonna do it unbiased and everything. You know what? I might have tagged you in it. I might have said, "Chill. I want you to know I'm not hating now. This is what I see." Hey, you know, maybe I'll do it.
I'm waiting for it. A matter of fact, I'm gonna request that. I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put the link in the bio and like, yo, I'm requesting Donovan Mitchell breakdown.
That's cool. I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my best to come up to it. You know.
I can get with that. And like I said, when they do what I think that they're going to do and he does what I think he's going to do.
What do you think he's going to do?
I think he's going to get busy. That's what I think he's going to do. I think he's going to be the best player on a championship team. I do think that. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Well, Chill got the Cavs. Mars got the Wolves. Ox got the Lakers. Jay, you got the Cavs too?
Yeah, I'm higher on Evan Mobley than I am D Mitch, but that's really why I picked the Cavs out because I'm so high on Evan Mobley. I love
Ron, if I am who I say I am, I got to go with the Timberwolves because I do think Anthony Edwards is good. I don't value them over the rest of the guys we went first, but I got to go with Timberwolves. I think Anthony Edwards is a guy. I'm curious, to see what he's gonna do.
Okay, I'm right there too. So the Wolves are on the list next. Wolves are coming up at number 7. At 8, how we feeling, y'all?
At 8. Where are we, Ron? Can you keep that list up there, Ron, so I can make sure that
I got you.
I know what I'm working with?
Yeah, let me zoom this in too.
Yeah.
I'm going Cavs again.
I have the Cavs too.
Yeah.
Yes, Ron, I'm picking the Cavs.
Jordan, you pull up the pictures of Zion. Pull up the pictures of Luka Doncic so the people can see what they got in store for him.
Yeah, I got you right here. Hold on. Wait, let me find.
Not the James Harden ones, the Luka Doncic.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
You staying with the Lakers, Ox?
Yeah, I am. Because I love basketball more than I hate the Lakers.
Yo, that's heavy right there. Yes.
What about you, Jordan? What are you rocking with?
Barely though, Chill. Barely.
Shit, man. I'm not fucking with the Lakers. Not in the next 5 years. Dallas.
That's interesting.
All right. Well, it looks like the Cavs are coming 8th. So we got the Cavs up there. After the Cavs, let me throw this list back up there for y'all. After the Cavs, how we rocking, fellas?
New York Knickerbockers. Let's be serious. If y'all don't think that they're going to be in the top of the league in the next 5 years, then y'all need to seriously reevaluate how you evaluate basketball. New York Knickerbockers, absolutely.
We got one for the Knicks?
Knicks or the Lakers, I don't know.
I could get with that. I can get with the Knicks, no doubt.
I'll go with the Lakers to tie it up with Bucks.
Well, I'm going with the Lakers too.
Because they go Eastern Conference Finals this year. I just want y'all to understand that. And when I invited y'all to the parade last year, what I meant was the Dominican Day parade. This year, I'm talking about the finals. I wanted y'all to come out for the Dominican
why did you
parade.
say that? I'd have pulled up.
Miscommunication, you know what I'm saying?
I'll
got it.
Rather than a damn Knicks parade. I'm not finna go to no goddamn Knicks parade.
You're going to be missing out on a good party. I'm going to be there. Casa Azul and 42 for everybody. We're going crazy for the Knicks this year.
So Cat is what, 28, 29? That's how old Cat is. Brunson is 27 or 28. Mikal Bridges is also around that age. And I'm not sure how long OG Anunoby is going to hold up. I think that he's still going to be an awesome player. But in 5 years, I don't think he's still going to be on the crew. I think that they're going to move on from him, unfortunately. But I do think that they can replace him. Do the Knicks have any draft picks over the next 5 years?
No, they gave him up to get Mikal.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. They gave 5 ones to Brooklyn, so they don't have that.
We're going to be so successful over the next 3 years, though, that the last 2 years.
Right. The short term, the short term, are they winning it Are they winning the NBA championship in the next 3 years?
You know they are, Joe. Come on.
I don't know that. And the reason why I don't know that is because I think the Cavs is winning the NBA championship this year. I think Denver's going to be right back in the middle of it.
I mean, it's 3 years. They could. Yeah, they both can win
within the next 3 years. And to your point, Detroit is good. Detroit is serious in the East. Orlando is serious in the East.
But you know the Knicks will go out and get whoever the next big guy, whoever the next guy is.
See,
Like
this is but here's the difference. This is the nonsense with the Knicks, with the Knicks fan base. You know the Knicks can go do that. They couldn't do that. They didn't do that. You got luck. I was blown away with the Julius Randle cat trade. And the reason why I was blown away with that was because Julius Randle wanted that bread. They ain't want to pay Julius Randle that bread. So they felt more comfortable paying Cat that bread. It's not that Cat's not a better player because he is. But the point is the Knicks have had trouble actually bagging free agents and trades over the last couple of years, over the last decade. They got it right in the last 2 years. That's not to say that they're going to keep getting it right. But they did get it right. So over the next 5 years, I'm going to go in the short term. If I'm going to go in the short term with the Cavs, I could do the same thing with the Knicks.
All right, so Jay and Chill got the Knicks. Mars and Ox and myself got the Lakers. Jordan, who are you rocking with?
Hey, if I got to pick between the Lakers and the Knicks,
well, no, you could go wherever you want, but I mean you can't pick between the Lakers.
I went with Dallas.
All right, you sticking with Dallas?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like it is the Lakers at 9. We will see if the Knicks can squeeze in at 10. Chill, Jay, you staying with the Knicks?
Gotta go with the Knicks.
Mm-hmm. I'm comfortable with that. Yes. Yeah, I'm good with that. Mm-hmm.
Jordan got Dallas?
Yeah, I got Dallas.
Over the Knicks, Jordan? Why? What? All right.
I'm not that high on Jalen Brunson leading the team. I'm kind of with Doris Burke on that shit a little bit, but at the same time.
What's that, Becky Hammond?
No, that was Becky Hammond. Yeah, Becky Hammond. I get them confused. I don't know why.
Jordan, are you saying? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm saying that. But at the same time, the Knicks is another one. Them motherfuckers get off guys too. Like the Knicks is. Hold on now, because Ox, you might need to look up for this. The Knicks is one Pablo Torres investigation away from losing Jalen Brunson too. Don't bring
that energy over here. Don't do that. Don't bring that over here.
Don't let Pablo.
Hey, don't forget that. They one allegation away from losing Mr. Brunson.
Don't do that.
And Jalen Brunson.
Don't do that.
Yeah, Jordan. We all know there's about 17 franchises that are a Pablo Torres investigation away for some shit.
The Knicks is next, though. You heard him. He said he doing the Knicks next. He said that. He said he doing the Knicks next.
Pablo is, Pablo is a whistleblower. Pablo ain't safe right now. Y'all see what happened to old boy? You seen what happened to old boy that was about to go testify against Boeing? He ain't never leave the parking lot. So, hey, Pablo better chill. There's a lot of money he playing with right now.
Hey, especially this New York. You know Tommy Egan still live in New York. I don't know what borough he in, but Tommy Egan.
Tommy Egan live in Chicago. You tripping?
He can still be hired.
It's a Tommy Egan in every city, so it don't matter. That's what I'm saying. Pablo better put them investigative tools down and go on and do something safe.
So cool. Thank you, Ox. I'm glad you said it.
All right, at 10, how are you guys rocking? We got 2 with the Knicks. Mars, Ox, what direction are you guys feeling?
We didn't get the Lakers up there yet?
Yeah, the Lakers are. Let me throw this up there. Lakers are at 9.
Right.
It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the Knicks for sure. I got the Knicks.
You got the Knicks?
Yeah, I got the. I got the Knicks. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. I got the Knicks. I do got the Knicks. I do. Yes, I do.
Mars, that's who you're inclined to get to?
Yeah, I'm fine with the Knicks.
All right, so the Knicks will jump on here at number 10. I'm going to throw this list up here one more time. This is what our list looks like. Our top 10 franchises in the next 5 years that we will believe will be the most successful. At number 1, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder, defending champions, draft capital out of this world. They obviously have the MVP and they have a young core of talent, all-star talent around him. The Orlando Magic at number 2. They just made the Desmond Bane trade. They have 2 dudes that, when healthy, are nightmares on the offensive and defensive end, if you will. The Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox, a lot of young draft talent and future draft talent as well. You got the Rockets, much of the same thing, a lot of young talent and Kevin Durant. Then you have the Denver Nuggets. A lot of this is surrounded with Nikola Jokic, but they do have talent around him as well. And they're middle-aged guys, but they may be able to stretch out for the next 5 years. And still, they will be competitive, potentially championship contenders for the next 5 years. The Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham, and a plethora of young talent, Jalen Duren. They have some guys that haven't really bursted on the scene yet, but potentially can. They were competitive with the Knicks last year, so we'll see exactly what they can do in the next 5 years. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, Julius Randle, and then they have other young talent over there as well. They went to the Western Conference Finals in back-to-back years. You have at 8 the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are, as of right now, if I'm not mistaken, the favorite out east. They do still have young talent. We might have sold the Cavs a little bit, but they are at 8 and they are where they're at. Then we have the Lakers at 9, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. That kind of just speaks for itself, and the fact that they are Hollywood. And then much of the same with the New York Knicks. They are New York. They do have Karl Anthony Towns. They do have Jalen Brunson. They have some other good players. So they are on this list as well. Is there any problems that y'all have with this 10?
Just the Lakers.
I think it's solid.
Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm good.
Even though I didn't get the Dallas.
I'm straight.
I didn't get my Dallas take in there, but I'm willing to sacrifice. It's solid.
Okay.
I think that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Chill. No. Go ahead, Chill.
No, I was just thinking about. I was just thinking about the Dallas Mavericks. I think they built more for right now, but I think the Cavs are closer than they are. The same thing with what's the other team that I'm thinking about? Same thing with the Lakers. I just think the Cavs closer than they are. That's all.
Okay. I do want to ask a follow-up question. So these are obviously the top 10 teams that we have over the next 5 years in terms of success. Which teams do you believe potentially could be on this list and got snubbed? Or you wouldn't be surprised if, once again, somebody revisits this list 5 years from now and was like, man, you guys missed out on this team.
The Suns.
Jordan, let it go. Let it go.
I'm just letting y'all know that's what's gonna happen. Hey, you know, I just had one of them takes in the summertime where just give it time. It's gonna come true. Just give it some time. That's it. Just like my Dennis Schroeder and Derek White take. Yeah, I stand on the fence with it, but I'm off the fence now. I'm off the fence now.
One's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, one is a Hall of Famer. Dennis Schroeder better than Derek White. This is what it is.
You know who we might have overlooked that we didn't even talk about, and I think in the next 5 years to do is the Hawks. I think we really looked over the Hawks with Trae Young over there, and
I agree.
I agree. I want to say this. I got some inside information on that Atlanta franchise too, by the way.
Yeah, what about it?
I know what's going on over there. And
what's going on?
I will say, they ain't winning shit in the next 5 years if they don't change that shit up over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
You talking about from that Pat Bev interview?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about from that Pat Bev interview. But I just know, I just got some inside information on what's going on in Atlanta's front office. And I do know it is not favorable to a lot of guys. If you think about it, how many guys has went over there to go play with Trae Young?
How many guys have gone over that period?
Yeah, Atlanta word.
Hey, that's what
you can make it. Yeah, you can make it a Trae thing, but it's like, is the last free agent that's notable that went to Atlanta?
But all I'm saying, at the same time, all I'm saying is this: for Trae Young to be that dynamic,
he from Atlanta as well, right?
Yeah.
But for Trae Young to be that dynamic and the type of player that he is, and the type of point guard that he is, and the type of numbers that he put up, and the competitor that he is as well too. Why hasn't nobody said I want to go play with Trae Young?
Who's really been available to go though? That would have worked well with Trae Young.
You can force your way in any goddamn situation.
You see,
any situation now.
I mean,
fit wise, I can't think of nobody that Atlanta missed.
But I mean, we can say that about everybody though. Well, not everybody, but most guys.
Like
who went?
Who last
went to go play with Luka?
Or Luka?
I mean, Steph. I was gonna say Steph, but then you got Kevin Durant. So
that was 10 years ago.
I'm about to get that one.
That was 10 years ago. Since then, who's going there to play with?
Yeah, Giannis got Dame over there.
He regretted it.
in
He
a
was sad the whole
trade,
time.
and
But nobody
Dame
went to go
didn't
play
wanna
with
there in
Dame.
the first place.
Exactly.
Oh,
Jokic ain't got nobody to come play with him.
He
Come
got
on,
Russ.
stop it. Stop it. He got Cam Johnson and Russell Westbrook. Stop it.
Cam Johnson was a trade, but I guess.
Yeah,
So the Hawks haven't made trades. The Hawks didn't just get Porzingis.
Yeah, word.
we don't know
Was
what
Dejounte Murray?
Porzingis they just got. We don't know if they got Magic Johnson Porzingis or what. We don't know what.
Hey,
they
I
got.
saw in
Hey,
Eurobasket they got
Yeah, he was cooking.
mm-hmm.
Hey, that what
Unless
they
you gonna
play-
get that
what they
Magic
play, one or
Johnson
two
shit back
games
in the
a week?
regular season, I don't know.
Magic Johnson, Porzingis.
But he looked good in Eurobasket. So if we're gonna count trades, they just got Porzingis. So
I'm just gonna say
They got
from what,
Dyson
I know,
Daniels.
from what I know,
they
what's
got
going on,
DeJounte.
from what
And
I know
Luke Kennard.
what's going on inside the Atlanta Hawks front office, it seems to me the Young family have a lot of say so, maybe too much say so in that front office, and that's the problem.
I'm already on the. I'm already on that hill and I'm dying on that hill. He got Nate McMillan out of there.
Oh, that's
No
a
doubt
fact.
about that.
Whether you want to believe that or not, that's a fact.
Yeah, I'm dying on that hill. I think
That's a fact.
that he ran Nick McMillan out of there. Nick McMillan is a damn good coach, and I think that Trey Young just didn't buy into what he was doing, and he got him ran out of there. So I'm dying on that hill, no doubt
Yeah,
about
he
that.
got. I
to me.
mean, Lloyd
Yeah.
Pierce too. Lloyd Pierce too.
Yeah. Was Lloyd Pierce? Was he just not ready yet, or did Trey Young just run him out of there?
He just ran him out of there. Think about all the players that Trey Young get. Okay, DeJounte Murray was a stretch, but even DeJounte Murray.
All
said
the
same thing.
players that Jordan,
No,
what
that
are
he
you trying to
got-
do right now?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I feel like Trey Young's just getting slandered right now.
Yeah. This is Jordan. This is for you to be a guy that actually likes Trey Young.
Yes,
this
I
is
am.
no. This is start.
I'm a
This is
true
you're about to get nasty right
No,
now.
I'm not about to get. I'm about to
Dude,
get nasty. No, I'm not about to get nasty.
You okay? Nate McMillan got fired. Lloyd Pierce was Lloyd Pierce even a head coach?
Yeah, he was
was.
Trey Young's rookie and sophomore year.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
But they got Chris
Yes.
Snyder now, who's also
This
a
is-
damn good coach.
This is what I'm about to say.
So I can say Luka gets coaches fired, and we're just
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but at the same time, this is what I was about to say about Trey Young. The type of players that Trey Young gets, right? The type of players that he wants is guys that don't necessarily make plays. He wants to make the play. He wants to be the ones that shooting a shot or basically spoon feeding you. Those are the guys that he get. That's why I didn't work with. DeJounte
So he
Murray.
want to look better. So he
those
want
are
guys-
the guys that
want-
he gets. Chill. No, we're not finna. Trey Young is not the front office. He's not the front office.
This is
I'm
where
just trying to follow where
this
Jordan.
is
I'm
where-
just trying to follow
this
where
is where
Jordan's
you
going.
this is where you wrong on
Yeah.
that. I'm from what I know for sure, and I'll tell you where I got it from. I'll tell you offline who I got it from. What
But
I
you-
know for sure, they got too much influence on who comes there and who does what. For sure.
So
Look
with
at-
that being
look at
said,
their rosters.
okay,
Look
but
at
I'm
their
saying
rosters.
okay, and all right, that is fair. And even if you are saying that, and let's say that is the truth, that's fair. But to Mars's point, let's look at this offseason. Jalen Johnson's back. That's not a guy that Trey Young has to spoon feed. He will just Trey being Trey. He will give him some buckets. But Jalen Johnson had a lot of free reign in that offense. Dyson Daniels gets he controls the ball a lot more than people give him credit for. Porzingis, I don't think that's a guy that he's just going to be spoon feeding.
Why is it not? Why not? He's gonna stretch the floor and maybe
probably.
catch a lob. He's gonna spoon feed Jalen
Yeah.
Johnson. He's gonna spoon
You
feed.
taking Porzingis post ups out the offense? That's tough.
Watch,
I would.
watch in Atlanta,
Out of Atlanta's offense.
huh? No, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use Porzingis as a screener, pop, roll to the basket. It's going to be.
That's what
It's
he did in
just going to be
Boston.
somebody that can stretch the floor for Trey Young to operate. Everything that Trey Young has had, and I'm not saying this is a knock because he's been doing well what he's doing, but I'm just saying just look at the patterns. They got rid of the guy that he can handle that could handle the ball with him, with DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray even talked about it in a subtle way when he said it's tough playing. He said, I felt like we'd have had more relationships, me and Trey was a little bit closer, or we had a little bit more time, we could have made it work. But he said it was tough. Why? Why is it tough? They don't want certain guys to have the ball. That's what I'm saying. I know that for sure.
But who do you want to have, like, even in the NBA? Let's just get out of Atlanta. Let's look at the NBA as a whole. who are the guys that you want to have the ball more than Trae Young? Now, I before you get into that answer, Trae Young can get off the ball more, and he should get off the ball more.
He doesn't want to.
But I'm saying, how many guys are you gonna drop in Atlanta and say, "Hey, you're taking the ball out of Trae Young's hand"?
I mean, you don't have to take it out of his hand all the time, but I'm saying a little bit more, and I think that's what coaches wanted him to do too. Like, I think Lloyd Pierce was feeling the same way. I think Nate McMillan was feeling the same way. They coach now that came from the Jazz, Kirk Snyder. I think he feels the same way too. Oh, Quinn Snyder, not Kirk Snyder, right? Quinn Snyder. Who the fuck is Kirk Snyder? That sounds like a wrestler. That might be a wrestler for sure. I need to go look it up. But at the same time, I think that's what they want. I just think, bro, I'm telling you, like, from what I've heard, somebody said they want guys who, if he pass you the ball, he just wants you to just shoot it or whatever. It's certain guys he don't want with the ball, like, at all. And that kind of rub players the wrong way. So some of the stuff that Pat was alluding to is facts. He not just making that up. It might be bullshit for him to say, but it's facts. Like, this is the bottom line.
It might be bullshit it might be bullshit because it's coming from him. That's the problem. It's not because it ain't true.
Yeah, but
I think that's the issue.
No, it's bullshit because he really didn't have to say it. He really didn't have to say that. Like, you going into, like, I think that was Mars talking about he had a contract coming up or some shit like that. Somebody said that. Yeah, you going into that type of shit where the Hawks is a little iffy about giving them that bread. But at the same time, Trae Young is a player that you should want to go play with. You should.
Not necessarily. Like I think of Trae Young the same way I think of James Harden, right? In the sense that he's just the central offensive engine. Everything goes through him all the time, and it works for them out there in Atlanta. But who was dying to go play with James Harden?
James Harden play, yeah, but that's pretty much, you proved my point though. James Harden play style would kind of rub people the wrong way.
No, you just know you're not going to get the shine that you're going to get if you go somewhere like
yeah, but that's so you're basically saying the same thing that I'm saying.
You're making Jordan's point.
Yeah,
the reason why you don't want to play with James Harden,
why they didn't want to go there.
The same reason why you don't want to play with Trae Young.
But I just think if you're another star, you just don't want to play with anybody like that then. And that's just so you're not going to play with any team like that. I don't think it's a Trae Young issue. That's the style that they play.
Like, I mean, I think that Trae Young has shown that, he'll let you get off if you can get busy. Yes.
Oh, hold on, Kill. Lou said the same shit too. When Lou went over there, he basically said the same shit. Lou Williams said the same shit when he went over there. I just remembered that. In an interview, he was saying that, yeah, shit got weird when I went over there. They said they wanted me to do this and all that for Trae. And then when I got over there, shit got weird.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
But Lou Williams, I mean, Trae been there since 18. Lou Williams had been in the league for quite a while, so he was on the other side of who he was at that point.
Yeah, but he said I felt like I could have. He said I felt like they could have let me help Trae a little bit more. They didn't. I'm just telling you, I'm telling you, it's some truth to what is going on over there. And
but what I'm trying to figure out is what does that have to do with what I'm asking, Jordan, is what does that have to do if even with the organization having some say so, Jordan, if you could help me as a vet, I'm coming to you. Whether the organization says so or not, I'm coming to you to help me. 100% that's going on.
I don't think Trae give a shit like that. I don't think Trae's like, I'm gonna come to Lou to help him. I think, shit just they was in two different parts of their career. And to be fair, to play devil's advocate to my own point, it's Trae Young. Usually franchises give you that leverage when you're that guy. Usually they do. It's just so happened, it's just, quite not working out that way. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's a death sentence on Trae Young. That's what happens when you're the guy of a franchise. That's usually what happens. In my opinion, going forward, if you don't have success coming from this year, you probably need to look in the mirror and say, this is not the recipe. That's all.
I mean, they didn't re-sign him, or they haven't extended him yet. I do, like Jordan, I agree with you to a certain extent. And I said the same thing about Caitlin Clark when we were talking about her. I do believe that even Luka Doncic, these type of heliocentric players, you guys do need to learn how to play off the ball more. You need to trust your teammates more. It's a reason why your teammates are in the NBA or WNBA, because they are good. They can't. We're seeing right now without Caitlin Clark what the Fever are doing. Right? Luka Doncic and Trae Young both have capable teammates. They just, they want everything to run through them, or everything does run through them. I do believe that they can play off the ball more, and I believe they can be more successful. Now, I don't think they'll ever be Steph Curry, but you can find ways to be successful off the ball. And I think like you bigging up your teammates will relieve a lot of pressure off of you as well.
If you just got one guy that's just dominating the basketball, that's not difficult to guard. And
It's
if you
not
got
at all.
if you got one guy that's just constantly scoring all the points, we don't have a problem dealing with him. But if you got one guy that's setting up the offense, but he's playing off the ball and he's getting everybody else involved, then that's a recipe for success. We have not seen a team where one guy is just doing all of that stuff and they win. No, we have not seen that. And I don't think we're going to see it.
And at his size, too. It's like Trae Young's small as hell, too.
Right.
I just, like, to me, it just, like, I know Jalen Johnson. I know y'all high on Jalen Johnson, but Jalen Johnson he's a guy that Trae Young does a lot for, too. You know what I mean? Like, Jalen Johnson is a dirty work guy. He's just very good at it. Very good at it. Like, he runs the floor. He cuts. I guess you can call that, what y'all call that, finishing plays and shit like that. He do that.
Yeah, play finishing.
Too. Like, or he's a good connector. Like, I'm trying to use y'all language now. See, I'm trying to get in the mix. He's a good connector and all of that shit too. But those are the guys like Trae Young like to play with. Now, I remember it was a time DeJounte Murray was getting off a little bit over there, and then shit went sour. Like, shit went a little sour when DeJounte Murray was getting off over. There's no reason why they should have got off DeJounte Murray. No reason why. But you got a lesser DeJounte Murray. You got Dyson Daniels. So there you go. No ball handling for Dyson handling the ball. I'm not saying Trae don't want nobody handling the ball. That's not what I'm saying. But Dyson Daniels, he handled the ball a little bit, but not like DeJounte Murray. So.
All right, y'all. Well, I want to salute to everybody that is watching the show right now. And I ultimately want to big up everybody that has downloaded the Splashsports app. If you haven't done it yet, click on the link in the description or scan this QR code right here on the screen. You could join into contests that we all play up here. And we all make money up here. And ultimately, we all have a good time. You know ball. You watch ball, you study ball, you debate ball, you might as well make some picks and get paid off of your basketball knowledge or football, whatever sport that is you like. It could be NFL, it could be college. However, Splashsports has it all. And on top of that, you get to compete against the fans, not against the house. Here's the thing, y'all. We got a Survivor contest going right now. And this is what it's looking like. There are 15 people still left. Let me see. Is Jordan in that 15? Jordan is in that. Yeah, Jordan, you are in that 15.
I knew
Jordan still left. Let me see. Jordan still left. Swiper still left. Early still left. Who's somebody that you guys know that's still in here? Damn, Bama got packed up. I guess he don't know ball. Yep. So Early, Swiper, and Jordan are still in the contest. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brandon Evans, too. You're still in there. Yep. So I'll keep you guys posted on how this goes. But we have new contests that we are going to be rolling out here very soon. So you guys make sure you download the app and get ready to join our contest. And in the meantime, there's other contests that they have on there too that are fun games to play. You got quick picks, you got other pick'ems, and you got just a bunch of fun stuff that you can join into. Survivor contests, all type of stuff. So y'all make sure to download the app and go have you a good time. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle. All right, fellas, we got a few super chats before we go ahead and get up out of here. The first super chat I got is from Davo. Davo said, Mars, I'm an Arsenal fan. You should do football content. Would be interesting to see your logic / way of thinking applied to football / Premier League.
I've actually heard logic with Mars talking about football or soccer, and he's not terrible. He's not.
Mars talks football.
Go for it, Mars.
Mars talks football.
Yeah, go ahead, Mars.
Stunner999 sent through a members chat and said Fred Van Vleet is out. A minute point and KD at the 2. We move. We moved?
I'm interested to see them in the regular season. I'm interested to watch.
So, as of right now, Mars, playing a game tomorrow, opening night, who's your starting lineup?
A man. Okay, so the non-negotiable Şengün, KD, and a man will be starting. The other two spots, my mind is instantly saying Tari and Jabari.
I'm really not mad at that though.
That might be, but maybe you throw in, maybe you go Dorian Finney-Smith and Jabari.
Yeah, I'm really not mad at that.
Yeah. So a man, I'll go DFS. A man, DFS, Jabari, KD, Şengün.
Okay. Jordan, what roster? What lineup you going with?
Without getting a point guard, like with now, you got to go Amin, Jabari, KD, Şengün, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Okay, I got the same roster then. All right, I got another super chat from Andrew.
Hold on. Dorian Finney-Smith is not going to play until about December. So you got to go Tari. Just in case y'all didn't know that, he's not going to play until about December. Oh, he's going to miss at least the minimum. He's going to miss the first 2 weeks.
What's wrong with him?
He had surgery.
Okay.
So,
all right, I got another super chat from Andrew Coleman. Andrew said Zion is skinny as F. Shout out Zion, man.
He doesn't look that different.
No, he went to Dr. Miami. He looked wild different. You don't see his face.
He went to Dr. Miami.
Had to, bro. Got lipo. He had to, bro.
Lipo put where?
Hey, man. Hey, I don't know. It was the top half. I don't know. I didn't see the rest of the picture.
Jeez.
He was at the table.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. That's that man life. I'm just saying he lost it all.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to seeing Zion's lower extremities and seeing how proportioned his body is. Mars, his thighs, calves, feet. I don't know. We got to see, what. We only seen the top half. We got to see everything.
So
but
he got to lose weight in his feet too?
No, he could have gained weight in his feet. If they sucked the lipo out of his shoulders and his neck.
Wrong guess off him, man.
All right, y'all, that was the last.
They went and got that couple surgery. They sucked it out of him and put it in her.
Yikes.
They do that?
I don't know what they did to Mariah, but she needs to get some other shit done. She need to just go back to her original self. You need to just transform into her original self, because I don't know what that is.
Fellas, before we get out of here,
this kid is in better shape than y'all giving him credit for. I mean, the fact that we ain't seen him since March, and the fact that now we seeing him 6 months later, he's definitely got himself in a lot better shape. And I hope that this translates to him being healthy. I hope this translates to him being on the court more, because we've seen what he looked like when he's on the court and he's healthy. We've seen what kind of downhill player he is. We've seen how he affects the game. So if this actually helps him stay on the floor, I'm loving that. Like, what's a good weight for Zion in terms of playing weight? Like what, 255, 260? Like 280 is way over the top, I think. I think 255, 260. Like if that's a legit weight for him.
I don't know. Like some guys play good with the weight. Like we don't know how Zion's gonna play with that weight off of him. That's gonna be the question. Like sometimes some guys need that weight. Like Jokic said that, like he couldn't play at a certain weight. Like I need that shit back. Like, some players just need their weight to play, but he does look good. Hopefully it translates to him staying healthy. I do know last year he said if it was up to him, he would play. So
he did say that. Yes, he did.
I don't know if, sometimes they might be jumping the gun with that experiment in New Orleans and saying, we need you to play at this weight. But if he can't play at that weight and he's not comfortable at it, well, let him play at the weight he want to play as long as he can stay healthy. He said last year he was healthy. So
he did.
Y'all, I got two breaking news announcements that I want to make on our way out. First, Thomas Bryant has signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So shout out the Cavs. They got a backup center. And also, The New York Liberty have got off of their coach, Sandy Brandello. Hey man,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Last year.
Yeah, but chill.
What?
If she was the one who had Jonquel Jones' big ass out there shooting threes and said get on the block, then good riddance. Get her the hell up out of here. If that was by design, if that wasn't Jonquel just break, she need to go. You got to go, Sandy. Get out of here. Go do that shit somewhere else.
She was shooting threes last year, Ox.
Yeah, so she shot and she was shooting this year, and that's why they lost.
But they won last year, though.
This we don't care about last year. That's why you was the coach this year.
Man,
Because of last year.
What have you done for me lately, boy? Oh my
Sure,
goodness.
you know it's been like that forever. That ain't just nothing new.
That's not. That's
yeah,
not
it
something
really
new.
ain't.
That is not. That is not something.
No, that's
new.
not something new with the game. Chill.
Yeah, this is
No.
Like you see, we just seen Tom
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau, Mike Malone. We don't. I don't give a shit.
Mike
about
Malone was
yesterday.
crazy.
This is professional sports. I need you to win. When
I don't get any grace period. All right, that's what's up.
Especially after you've already won. When you haven't won yet, then okay, we're building towards
All
winning.
right.
But once you
That's
won
what's
for
up.
me, you better not lose for me ever again.
That's facts.
All right. Wow. That's some crazy shit.
Had John Quell
All
big
right.
ass out there shooting threes.
Even though she shot threes last year and they
Hey,
won it.
Jay, how you feel about that as a New Yorker?
That hurts. I love what the New York Liberty did. Not this year, but obviously not this year, but last year. That hurts. I went to a few Liberty games. I'm just starting to get into the WNBA. You're going to have to give me a second on that.
Yeah. Okay.
But-
I mean, that is crazy though. In light of them just fresh off a championship,
Yeah.
that is wild.
Yeah, that
But-
is crazy, especially in the W. But
It happens everywhere, though.
that's crazy because it's like, who next? You know what I mean? Like, who next?
Yeah.
According to Ox, ain't nobody safe. If you don't win, your ass is out.
So Becky Hammond about to be
That's
about
it.
to be out.
If you don't win, your ass.
Yeah, when they get swept. Oh, by the way, we
about to be out.
are on
For
playback
real,
tonight.
Johnny.
We will be checking out that
Please
game
be for
on playback tonight. So y'all be sure to pull
we
up.
will. Yes, we will. And I want everybody there. Cause y'all be for real. Come on.
All right, y'all. It has been fun.
on.
It has been real. We will catch y'all on the flip side. Pull up the playback tonight for the WNBA games, and
Now
we'll
we
be
about
back
to double
tomorrow.
up. We about to double up tonight.
Potentially.
Come on, but let's double up.
Potentially.
Let's do that. Let's double up. I'm ready. I want to go. I want to watch both of them.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you later. Make sure to download the Splashsports app. The link is in the description, or you can scan this QR code. Make your picks and compete against fans, not the house. Don't be an amateur like Big Ox. Be a real one like my man Jay.